nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission. If we wish to make it louder, we will bring up the volume. If we wish to make it softer, we will tune it to a whisper. We will control the horizontal. We will control the vertical. We can roll the image, make it flutter. We can change the focus to a soft blur, or sharpen it to crystal clarity. For the next hour, sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. We repeat, there is nothing wrong with your television set. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to 420.
Spooky.
Wanna get high? Wanna get high?
Wanna get high? Wanna get high?
Was that a party or?
Ho, ho, ho.
The world is flat. I'm here to ring the alarm with my puppet like charm, straight from the barn. I'm talking about Flat Earth Farms, cause most don't know. They think we live on a globe, a ball that floats. So listen and take notes, and take it to a higher plane. Imagine yourself in all it contains, in all its glory, and Flat Earth Farms can take you there. Open your mind outside the box. No more staring at NASA's Photoshop. No more moon landings, no line to ya. No more people standing backwards in Australia. Just facts and pure truth, planning straight to the roots. Flat Earth Farms help you understand. A magical place on a wondrous land.
The world is flat, and that's a fact. Tell your friends next time you chat. Let them know a ball ain't that. Let's stay playing with the baseball bat. Cause we coming out the barn, a higher place, the Flat Earth Farm.
This could be it, Harry. Pass the word along. Tell the men it's time to shoot the moon.
Shoot the moon!
Oh, not out there on the microphone. On the microphone.
Shoot the moon. Shoot the moon.
What are we gonna do tonight, Singe Man?
The same thing we do every night, Boston Ray. Try to take over the world.
think it's about time we spoke that godly shit. Maybe interest some folk, or maybe not. Listen, command the room when I'm stepping in. A giant over next to kin is a Nephilim, or the Nephilim, something you've never seen. Like Adam and Eve, no leaves, Harold pressing jeans. What? I represent the bread and beans, still building halfway up on the mezzanine. Dare to dream, prime Pablo running Medellin. Shave water from my product, my air to fiends. Yeah, with that I came cause I'm more than able. Did Jesus tread on the water when my thoughts enabled? And when I'm talking my rhymes, divine course through my spine. Miracles occur, turning water to wine. I flock the sheep, receive messages like Moses did at a precipice. And now until I exit this, I'll bless with rhetoric, give light like God in Genesis, removing pain and pestilence. Nostalgia make you reminisce.
I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. The devil's trying to break me down. I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. To right my wrong. I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. When my feet get weary, I walk through the valley of the shadow of death is
magnificent space dweller. Pinpoint the vital nerve. White lotus, guillotine blade. I smoke island herb. Drop a brick on your fitted and tilt your whole way of living. Victorious vision, undetected hypnotism, $1,000 Alps, mountain jumpsuit, all terrain, glaciers and altitude. This is how you jump through. Legend on the pop up. Don't get shot, cause you know the guy got nuts to open your top. Take a number with all the other bitter backbiters. Johnny come latelys who hate me because I'm writer. For all the spades in my deck of cards, eat it like a broke nigga staring at a necklace hard. This the type of shit to get me charged. To make a pilgrim wanna invest 50 large, my shit's retard. Frankenstein rhyme, electrical volts. PA, you know the MO, the message is bolts. Toast.
Godly, time to listen up and hear the God speak. Move alone, don't need a boss. Strike you down, but I like it if you cross me. When you cross streets, don't believe it, they just watch me. Even when the dark was upon me, the more ungodly, I kept faith, remain godly. If we don't remove evil, the cloud swarms me. Could be costly, swap the boss, so just be marked with
I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. The devil's trying to break me down. I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. To right my wrong. I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. When my feet get weary, I walk through the valley of the shadow of death is.
Stop knocking at my. Stop knocking at my. Stop knocking at my door.
As a full-time roller.
Earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, now what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, now tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? I thought you knew about it, would you rather do without it? The earth's a center, the sun and moon moves around it like a clock. Can you hit a moving target? With a rocket, I'm not hard to get along with, just take a bong hit. Do you serve up any content? The stars are constant, you want a consolation for it? It makes me vomit, we never do get hit by comets. I know you want it, just leave another useless comment. NASA lost it, the earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? Earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, what you do about it? The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, now tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. You know it's flat. and there is a bunch of us. The blow is munching on a bunch of snuffleupagus. You think it's cute? Then why not cuddle up with us? We know it's flat, why you making such a fuss? My supper was the fucking best sex just because the earth is flat. It hit me like an uppercut to the nuts. The earth is flat and there's nothing you can do. The earth is flat and there's nothing you can do. There's a Russian with the crew, don't forget to brush after your food. Asteroids and asteroids too. The earth is flat and there's nothing you can do. The earth is flat, there's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat, there's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat and there's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat, there's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat, there's nothing you can do about it. What you gonna do about it? The earth is flat. What you gonna do about it? The earth is flat. It's fucking flat. The earth is fucking flat. The earth is fucking flat. The earth is fucking flat.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. Then God separated the water and the sky. He formed the seas and the land. Then he covered the land with trees and plants. Then he filled the world with all the creatures of the sea. Of the air. And all the creatures of the ground. And then he made us.
Trying to play a part in society, getting fooled by all the tricks that once worked on me. You trust governments and shit like gravity. The truth is in your face, but you refuse to see. And say no, 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 no. It's not a fucking globe. No, 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 no. It's not a fucking globe. 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 No, no, no. It's not a fucking globe. It's not a fucking globe. It's not a fucking globe. No, no.
They showed you the globe as a kid in school. You trusted the people, but they got you fooled. The guys who walk in space are in a swimming pool. Your Photoshop is always massive tool. No, 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 no. It's not a fucking globe. No, 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 no. It's not a fucking globe. 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 No, no, no. It's not a fucking globe. It's not a fucking globe. It's not a fucking globe. No, no. No, 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 no. It's not a fucking globe. No, 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 no. It's not a fucking globe.
But it is a funny globe.
It's not a fucking globe. It's not a fucking globe.
It's a funny
It's
stone.
not a fucking
I'm so
globe.
funny
It's not a
stone.
fucking
It's not so
globe.
funny
No, it's not a fucking globe. It's not a fucking
I'm so
globe.
funny
It's not a
stone.
fucking
I'm so
globe.
funny
No,
stone.
How are we doing tonight, Singe?
I found out something. You want to know? It's not a fucking globe.
It's not a fucking
found out.
globe. It's not a fucking globe. It's not a fucking
that.
globe. No, no.
Wait.
I think I got it down. I think I got it down.
Fail. Let's try again.
Anyway, what's going on, people? How we doing tonight?
Watch this kung fu stuff. What?
Wow!
We gotta try again. Ready? What?
Yo, why do they
See,
always
everybody's watching. If you don't watch, then I can get it.
Sins in those movies, why do they always go like this? Look. What is that got to do with anything?
Because they're building up chi energy from the ground.
You know what I'm talking
It
about,
goes
right?
through your body and goes and explodes out.
Yeah.
Chi power.
Chi power.
Like,
So all right, explain that. So chi, what does chi mean? Like
chi is energy that is drawn from the earth.
Chi, is that like the Chinese word for tree?
No.
Is that the way they pronounce
No.
it? All right,
It's a Chinese word for energy. Pretty sure. Hold on, let me test myself. That's a good question. You know, I know these things and I forget them.
Go ahead.
Chi
Show it on the screen, since you have a computer
means
now. Screen share for me, so I can do my
chi is actually the energy of life itself, not just energy.
Can you make a thing that's
life?
Life
energy.
Life itself, life energy itself.
Correct.
Life. So chi is God's energy.
Yes, indeed. When they don't worship Buddha and stuff, it's like Jesus. Buddha's kind of like Jesus, you know. They worship God.
So
Just weirder, older.
So Buddha's
Here, check this out.
So wait, so Buddha's like the Asian version of Jesus? Is that what's going on now?
There's 7, yeah. There's 7 Buddhas, but one of them has like
Was there always 7?
best.
Was there always 7? Was there always 7 Buddhists for you? Was there always 7 Buddhists for you, or was it like always
Or
just a fat Buddha?
There was just always at least 2 or 3 that I had known about. Then I had studied further, and then there was at least 7, maybe even 8 or 9.
Do you think it's a Mandela effect, or what do you think?
I think it's just I was in, we did, and we read whatever book they had.
What's up, Sue? All right. So anyway,
Sue Fanelli is a very great person. I wish I could have hung out with her more, but I was kind of like in a daze and just like
I would have hung out with Sue.
Devastated.
I would have hung out with Sue
chi energy
the whole time, dude. Are you serious? I would have
hung out with her about half the time.
The whole time.
I was about half the time I hung out with her.
I would have been listen. I would have been stuck to Sue like glue. Because I would have been just like following her
my
around
chi energy was.
She wouldn't be able to.
My
get rid
chi
of me.
energy was depleted. My chi was depleted, so I was having trouble. But they helped me out just being around him. It was cool. And then this other guy, who I forget his name, Sue. What was that guy's name that helped me out? He had the camera, and he gave me the electrolytes. His girlfriend
Thanks to all the people that helped Singe Man out.
Sue, do you remember that guy's name? He had the camera, and his girlfriend had the backpack. I have him there. I have his name on here. I just got to dig it up. So anyway, I wanted to thank them, and I was going to make a bunch of pictures of all of us.
Yeah,
because I have them all, but I just haven't got it. Random fan, good old random fan. What'd you find out, brother?
Time to fire up the blowtorch.
Hey, let me look up his name. He was of Asian descent. His girlfriend was not. He was really cool. We got along great. He had great energy. They gave me electrolytes after I was sick.
Yeah.
Because I didn't drink enough water. I think it might have been a kidney stone coming up. Because like 2 months later, I had the kidney stone.
Hold on 1 second. Before you say it,
check this out.
Wait up. Keep going on about your kidney stones. Hold on 1 second. I want to
look at that scar. See that scar? You guys ever see that scar? Oh,
all right, go ahead. Go on about the kidney stones. Go on about the kidney stones. What were you saying? Yeah, what were you saying?
Kidney stones?
Yeah, go ahead. You were just about to go. You were saying
I had kidney stones. You're allowed to say that you had something.
No, I thought you were gonna go. I thought you were gonna go into some information about it.
No, everybody knows. Everybody knows that you take lots of YouTube and it gets rid of every disease.
I knew you were gonna show up. I knew you were still gonna show up. I knew you were. Singe Man made me think he wasn't gonna show up because he was tired.
Well, just for a bit. I gotta go to bed soon, man. But I just had to find out. As a Tripitaka master, I had to unlevel things. I like things level. Hey, everybody. Have a great night, everybody. Let's go! That's a cool name. Let's go. Let's see if I can find his name. I will dig in the pictures. Route 66 is what I call all the files I have. Because that's the road I drove. The route. Who's going to say Route 66 though, huh? Route 66. No. Route. I don't care where you're from. It's just route here. Let's see. Whoa! I had a huge beard for back then. Okay. Nice. Maybe I should grow that back. Yeah, I should grow that back, huh? Look, it grows. It'll probably grow with that in about 2 months. Hey! Sorry. Oh, you want? What are you doing? You want me to screen share or something? Okay, gotcha. Share the media like this. That.
I need a drink.
Share.
Hold
Minus. Ooh, it sounds like you got the Kofifi. Look at that. LA Young's yard. There's her trailer right there. It's a nice trailer, though. It's not. Look at that. Boom. LA Young yard. Boom. Okay, so what's that? I think I already said this.
We are starting the straighten up and fly right maneuver, where the spacecraft will jettison the entry bound.
Look at that. Yay! I'm afraid of that person, and I'm afraid of you. Yay! White under blue. Dang.
Masses in preparation for parachute deploy and to roll over to give the radar
Rule over.
better look at the
Ooh, scary. Oh, wait, right there.
per second. 12
Okay. Hey. This is NASA. This is NASA saying this is real, not me. Not me. This is NASA saying it's not me.
From the surface of Mars.
Right there. Oh, busted. 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 Look at that. Yay! Thank you. That's such great. That's why they call it footage and not film. Okay, it's footage. I can make footage. Footage. We got plenty of footage for you. Boom. Oh! Okay, now let's watch it in real time. They're real time. Let's watch it in fake time.
Wonderful. Tremendous.
Let's watch it one more time. Oh, what's that? Clips, edit, bam. This is real.
It's real.
Boy, this is real, folks.
I'm convinced.
Look at Mars. Wow, I'm amazed. My heart's beating with excitement and overwhelmedness. Boom, baby. Boom.
That's all I need to see. That's all I need to see. I don't want to see it. You know what I mean? I believe it now.
Yay!
We did it! Ah, look at him!
What else?
Oh, that brings me great joy. That brought me great, overwhelming joy.
I got a whole bunch. I got a whole bunch of shit to share, but
yeah, I feel so powered up from that wonderful excitement that we're on another planet, a small plane, planet. We're on it.
The world of science cares about you. Eureka! We found it. With the tools of science, we have invented, yes, hand sanitizer. But not just any hand sanitizer. This hand sanitizer was developed and approved by the Dark One himself. Here are a few of the things our product can bring you.
Bitch ass studio just booted me out. So remind me to tell them at the end, Singe Man, when they asked how to go, the studio booted the owner out at least once. At least once. Oh, and now I lost my fucking playlist. It better still be here. All right. So, can you hear me? Are you there, Singe Man? Why can't I hear you?
No, I can't hear you.
Oh,
yes, I can hear you.
Listen, when you turn your mic off, it's like so silent. It makes me think I'm muted. What's going on here? Why are you sending me?
In high school, they called me Silent Joe.
I don't care. I'm busy right now. I'm running a live stream.
I remember in high school they called you Mr. Busy. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Jesus.
He needs more coffee.
All right, you ready? So, we have I have a whole playlist here of some really cool. I love this channel anyway, and it's good for late at night. It's Feed Your Mind. And he's been around forever, but he has like a whole playlist of 155 flat earth proofs. And I just love watching any of his stuff. What's this? Flat earth, who's that? Let's just go play it all. Let's see. What do we got here? Did we already start this one?
90 seconds and counting. The 51L mission ready to go.
In Los Angeles, where it is 3 hours earlier than
This is a special report from Channel 4 News. Good morning, I'm Ken Shocknick, and Space Shuttle Challenger is just a few seconds away from blasting off from the Kennedy Space Center near Cape Canaveral, Florida. Let's take a look right now. This shuttle mission will launch, my God,
1 minute 15.
There's been an explosion.
Velocity 2,900 feet per second, altitude 9 nautical miles, downrange distance 7 nautical miles.
This is not standard. This is not something that is planned, of course. I can see a solid rocket booster has broken away from Shuttle Challenger. That's what you're looking at in the middle of your screen. I cannot see the shuttle itself.
In 1986, the Shuttle Challenger exploded about 74 seconds after takeoff, killing all 7 astronauts inside. Or did it? It turns out that 6 of the 7 are still alive and kicking today. Ellison Onizuka claims to be his identical twin brother, Claude. Yeah, I've got an identical twin brother, Claude, too. The Challenger pilot, Mickey Smith, hasn't even bothered changing his name. He's now Professor Michael J. Smith of University of Wisconsin. Now, Krista McAuliffe was a bit of a sneaky one. She was the Challenger payload specialist, quite famous for being a teacher. It turns out during her astronaut days, she was using her middle name, Krista. And now she goes by her first name, Sharon. And she's a Syracuse law professor. The Challenger commander, Francis Richard Scobie, is now Dick Scobie, CEO of Cows in Trees Limited. Judith Resnick, the Challenger mission specialist.
What did he have? He has
changing her
Dexcovy?
name.
Oh,
She's
that's
the
horrible.
professor at Yale Law. And finally, Ronald McNair, another Challenger mission specialist, claims to be his identical twin brother, Carl McNair. What are the odds?
Part of the team, even though she was not a trained astronaut.
She knows where we're going to be standing, how busy it's going to be, where she can help, where we need our space. And she has learned an awful lot and become a two-year lady, scale and swords and blindfolds, or Grecian goddess, or warrior princess. Or
You have to be in at least as good as health
And so one
as
of your book is to puzzle about both its history and the legibility of this, which is a marker, and
Yeah,
of course,
you're right.
this local county.
Oh, William Shatner. Sorry, you have to be in at least as good as health as 80-year-old William Shatner to go into
that blew up
space
Challenger
with no training.
from 1986. Well, you just saw live footage of it blowing up and the astronauts dying. And I even have statements from NASA on how the crew died. If you go to NASA's website, nasa.gov, you will be able to look up an article
This
called
guy-
Remembering the Challenger
This guy has so
Crew,
many channels, I'm
and
not even
it was
sure what
last
link to put
updated
in. Let me
just
see.
in 2015, actually.
If you look up
And
Feed Your
they
Mind, you'll
provide
find
you
it.
the evidence that the crew died.
Here's one.
And it says that
Yeah.
the NASA family
This'll link
lost
you to
7 of
him.
its own on the morning of January 28th, 1986, when a booster engine failed, causing the shuttle Challenger to break apart just 73 seconds after launch. And then it goes on to name off the members of the space shuttle who died. And you can see their faces and their names. And then you match that up with the faces and names that people have found recently. And they've discovered pretty much the whole crew. So now we have NASA confirmation that the crew has died, and yet we have the evidence that the crew is still alive. So you might ask yourself, what was actually going on there? And it's quite obvious that nobody rides on space shuttles, on those rockets.
Well,
that
73 on
90%
CB Talk is a way to say goodbye.
make believable rockets.
Yeah, that's big 73 for you.
Big enough to fool the public that these machines were taking people into outer space. But
Yeah.
turns out nobody dare wants to ride
I was
one
just
of those
throwing
rockets.
some links in the
Those
chat.
are unmanned rockets. And unmanned.
So it's a nice way of saying goodbye,
Nobody is
73.
flying into outer space. It's just a show. So all those times when people were watching these
That is
rocket launches
interesting.
on TV, this one didn't go as planned, which is probably part of the reason why they decided to
And they made all the
cancel
kids
out
watch
the
it at
space
school.
shuttle missions. Why would you quit the shuttle
And
program?
I don't
No, it's
remember
not.
that. Either my school didn't do it or I missed that day. I did. No, I would have been.
Anymore. That's why they stopped. Because nobody was on those
Probably just
shuttles,
wasn't paying
and
attention.
It was just too risky to continue to pull off year after year. You know, that was about it for them. It was time. Nobody was on those shuttles the whole time. Turns out people were gathering around, taking their families to watch the space shuttle
I was
launch.
probably doodling. Or
Nobody was
drawing.
in those shuttles. At this point, it's time for
Nobody
the
was
remaining
in those
globe earthers to start really looking into this flat earth stuff. This is the video that you can't really defend. I mean, NASA said they died. Turns out they're not dead. What's left but to conclude that nobody rides space shuttles into outer space? All that money we've been spending on NASA, and we got all these social issues that we could have been solving for these years. Instead, NASA's been taking our money and putting on a theatrical show for us.
Which to me, if
Proof that
extrapolated,
nobody's been to
proves
space.
that we
And then
don't
you
need
had this
money
with
to live
CNN
as a society. We just
recently
need to.
slipping that, oh yeah, nobody's been to space in 40 years.
Have
All
good
of the overwhelming evidence that no one's been to the moon, all the phony CGI images of the Earth, all those pictures that everybody thought was real. Day after day, there's the latest space news about Mars and all this stuff. It's just to keep you set on a lie. You know, because I keep getting the question, why did they fake space? Part of the reason is because they wanted you to believe that you used to be an animal, an accident that evolved. Everything's just some big accident and life has no meaning to it. That's basically
Yeah.
the idea of what they wanted to present to mankind. You know, a lot of people fell for it, and it was the great deception. Space was the great deception, and it was for reasons that makes a lot of sense once you start thinking about
Yeah, that you
why
only live once attitude.
it was
So just
high
go aahead and do
you
whatever
live
it
for.
is. Like,
Yeah,
What
that's how
we
I
are
grew up.
you
has
may not just live once.
the
Watch
story
it.
of what we are and how we came to be has been hidden from us. You know, they want you to think something else. Well, we'll save the rest of that for another video. Thank you for tuning in. This has been another episode of Feed Your Mind and another Flat Earth proof. They're faking space to hide flat Earth.
Yeah. I like that. They're faking space to hide flat Earth.
And in turn to hide the creator. And the need to live in a good way.
So
and to treat others good.
You just go to the next video. Let's see. Let's see if I'm on
Correct?
track. If I'm on track.
Yes.
Recordings
Hold on.
just got better.
There might be a commercial here in between, but I guarantee you it's another proof. Yep. Here we go.
The lake or the ocean, you always see water moving constantly. Same thing with rivers and streams. Water is just constantly moving. Where is it going to? Well, in my last video, we discussed the complex river system of Earth and how the way water is distributed across the world is very complex and easily suggests intelligent design. And so if you go to your local pond, you won't see water move at all. You'll see a bunch of moss growing on the water and a bunch of lilies and all types of mold-looking green substances growing on top of the water because the water is not moving. That's because most ponds are actually man-made. Lakes, on the other hand, are naturally formed. And in the lake, water behaves much differently than a pond. Even on a day when there's no wind, you'll see that the water is moving on a lake. One thing that doesn't seem to be taught too much is that every single lake appears to be connected through a river system, and all the river systems are connected to the oceans. So really, there's just one body of water on this earth, and everything's interconnected. And so when you first look into the word wave, you will come across a physics definition of wave, which I could argue is actually related to the water form of wave, because they share the same word. And so this physics definition describes wave as an oscillation accompanied by a transfer of energy that travels through a medium, which is a space or mass. And so this oscillation they're speaking of is a vibrating form of energy. And so we're talking about an active force here. And we'll dig into the book of Genesis later, where we will cover how the book of Genesis connected an active force with water in the beginning. And so it says God's active force is moving to and fro over the surface of the waters. I can visualize some type of wave-like activity from that description. But like I said, we'll cover more of this later. So basically, science is describing a wave as a disturbance that transfers energy through matter or space. And so water is very indeed active, and we'll cover a lot of that in this video as well, because for starters, if your clothes are wet and you hang them out to dry on a clothesline, those clothes will end up dry in a matter of a few hours. And that's because water is always active. It's moving, turns into steam form, and it just keeps going and going. Water is really not meant to stand still. It's meant to keep moving. And so here's how I link the scientific definition of a sound wave to physical water waves, is because there have been experiments where people have studied water, and when they
Did Jenny make it back home yet, Machine Head?
expose water to certain sounds, the water will change its molecular structure according to whatever sounds are playing. And so the scientific explanation of what water waves are is not really explained. I think they're trying to say that it has something to do with the moon and the gravitational pull from the moon. And then they're also trying to say that waves are started by wind. But when I went out the other day, there was no wind. So I guess they're saying even the slightest wind will cause the waves. But then what about ponds? Why don't ponds have waves? And so the answers really are real vague and dismissive when it comes to waves in the scientific community. And so let's try to figure out the cause of waves here on Feed Your Mind. And so to be completely honest, even on a flat earth model, you wouldn't necessarily have to actually dismiss the moon explanation, because whether the moon is 250,000 miles away or 500 miles away, the moon could still have some type of force that is affecting tides and waves. Could there be some type of toroidal energy field that has to do with the sun and moon rotating that is causing waves? And so if the moon is actually affecting the waters and the waves and the tides, that actually could very well be the case on both a flat earth model and a globe model. Who knows if there's some type of force that the moon is causing, because they actually say the moon has something to do with people acting crazy when there's a full moon out. apparently it's documented that people have behavior changes when there's a full moon, and that's where the word lunatic comes from. So we don't necessarily have to dismiss the entire equation of the moon affecting tides and
I don't know
waves,
if
but
that's true.
for this
I don't
video,
know.
we're going to explore some other options as
I
well.
always thought
It's not 100% true, but I've noted
I thought the word
it in the
lunatic
past.
means people that are obsessed with the moon.
Well,
I've noted it in the
because
past.
is water some type of living force or something?
It might be because you're paying
water has
attention to
everything
it.
to do with life. The human
Wow, that's
body
cool
is
way
like
of showing this.
70% water. The earth is 70% water. Life cannot exist without water. Water is essential for life. We clean with water. We bathe in water. Water is just such a powerful force on this earth, and it's completely necessary for human life. I was pondering if water has anything to do with God's active force, because it says in the beginning of the Bible in Genesis that in the beginning there was pretty much only water, and God's active force was moving back and forth above the water. Because in the book of Genesis, it actually discusses how water was actually probably the first thing ever in existence. And it really seems like it has a lot to do with God, because it says God's active force was moving back and forth upon the waters. And that actually sounds kind of like waves, if you ask me, moving back and forth upon the waters. So is water some type of active force that has to do with God? And is that why it's always running? Is water actually alive? Another strange thing is that James Cameron made a movie called The Abyss, where the explorers ended up reaching depths that have never been reached before in the ocean. And they ended up running into intelligent beings. These beings were made up of water and were actually conscious and intelligent beings. And I actually have a very interesting hypothesis that water could be a conscious being or have some type of divine aspect to it. So click your notification bell, and we'll go into a deeper discussion in a later video. And so this James Cameron guy appears to be revealing clues to us through his movies, possibly. And back to the human body being made up of mostly water. That has a lot to do with the blood, because blood plasma is actually mostly water. And so the human blood plasma carries the white and red blood cells throughout the body. And so that mixture of blood cells and plasma and water is described as blood. And I believe the Bible also says the blood is the life. So that goes back to the question of water is alive. And so we covered if the moon has anything to do with the water, and then we also covered if water is living, if that's why it's active. And so the third possibility we will discuss in this episode is tides. And so tides are not known to be on lakes at all. Some have tried to document that tides occur in lakes as well, but then the results were very inconclusive. But we know for sure tides are on oceans. And then once again, in my last video, when we discussed the complex water distribution system of Earth, we cover how the rivers flow throughout the inlands of Earth and then make its exit out back into the oceans and the seas. And once it makes it to the seas, there seems to be some type of tide system where the waters come into the land and then they exit back out to the land. This happens about 2 times a day. And you can pretty much time when these tides will occur. And so this all could be related to kind of like how the heart works on the human body. And this whole discussion is real connected, because we talked about how blood and water is connected, and then how the veins run the water through our body, and then how the rivers run water through the earth. And so if there's some type of pump or a heart-like system on Earth, that would really explain a lot. Because the word earth and the word heart are actually the same letters. They're just arranged a little different with the H of earth in front of the E-A-R-T to make heart. And so they're pretty much the same word. So we got to wonder, is that a clue? And the Bible actually did say that mankind was made from the earth. And so the heart's like one of the most important parts of a human body. And it runs the blood through the veins, which is the life. And so the words heart and earth seems to be a clue that mankind is indeed made from the earth, and it's all kind of connected. And so there's said to be in the center of the earth some type of pump system that appears as a whirlpool that changes direction every 6 hours. And so for 6 hours, it's pulling in water. And then for another 6 hours, it's reversing and actually providing an output of water. And so that reminds me kind of like a pump system or a valve system of the heart. And so I discussed the North Pole in detail in my video called The Magnetic North. And I cover a lot about this North Pole area and how I believe there's something being hidden there, and I go into great details. And so check out that video if you get a chance. I think you'll find it very informational. And so if this North Pole whirlpool-like intake outtake valve system is actually real, that means that we must begin to wonder if Earth is actually a mechanical-like structure or an organic-like structure. In my video Beneath Flat Earth, I've covered areas of this discussion where it seems like the Earth could possibly be a mechanical-like structure and then be built like a mechanical structure that's built to function how it functions because that's how it was designed, or it could actually be an organic structure where the Earth could be some type of living thing. You even got active plants like the Venus flytrap and stuff that actually move. So living things don't necessarily have to be conscious. And when I discuss water being a living thing, that doesn't actually mean it's conscious, but it doesn't actually rule it out either. But yeah, this whirlpool is probably the abyss. And then I uncovered this picture in my last video where this water was explained as a head of the original river, where water originates from out of nothingness and flows onto the earth. So that could be like where the new water comes in. So it could be kind of like recycling out the old water. It falls into that deep whirlpool, and then the new water comes out into the earth from Eden, the forbidden place where people are not allowed anymore. And actually that will be the third part in this series. I've had the complex water distribution video, and now I have this waves and tides video which discusses active water, and then we'll discuss Eden, because it seems like Eden is actually still a place here on earth that is being hidden from us.
You could skip this ad, but don't skip the part that can help you get the job done. At Grainger, we're here for you with supplies and solutions for every industry.
And so I plan on covering that in another video. Because when Adam and Eve were kicked out, that place was closed off from the rest of the world and protected from people actually making their way there again. And so that's going to be an interesting video. So make sure you subscribe and click your notification bell so you don't miss it. And so a lot of people really call Jay-Z kind of like an Illuminati guy. And so he's running this company named Tidal. And so does that have to do with the tidal waves that we discussed in this video? Do they really know that tidal waves and water is not what science has been telling us it is? Maybe it has nothing to do with the moon at all.
Go ahead.
Jay-Z, please don't send the Illuminati after us. This is just for fun. Thank you.
Is that all you had to say?
And water is actually the act of water of God, how we kind of discussed in this video. So before I get out of here, I would like to conclude with discussing a little bit about how Moses split the Red Sea. Now, was the water responding to Moses or what? You know, that's just something to think about now that we're discussing if water is alive. And that also makes me recall when Jesus told the storm to be still. He was on a boat with some of the disciples, and there was a storm, and Jesus spoke out to the storm to be still. And then the storm was still after that. So it was obedient to what Jesus had spoke out into the storm. And so with Moses splitting the Red Sea, and the water responding to Jesus and Moses, it just makes me wonder if there's more to water than what we have been told. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Simply enter your email address at feedyourmind1.com. That way I can send you some cool news briefs throughout the week. It's completely free. I'm giving away free collectibles from my Feed Your Mind pop-up shop. Simply like, comment, and subscribe, and include your favorite Flat Earth proof to enter. If you feel this channel is important, please chip in $1 so I can keep this channel going. Plus, I'll link you up with some free videos before they even come out. Much more information at patreon.com/feedyourmind. Please click your notification bell. This has been another episode of Feed Your Mind. Thank you for tuning in. Signing off. Welcome to Feed Your Mind. So today I will discuss with you how the sky is a clock. It's not our calendars and our digital clocks keeping track of time. All of our calendar systems and clock systems are based off of the rotations of the cycles of the luminaries and the sun and the stars. And it has to do with the eras and centuries and ages, you know, like the age of Pisces and the age of Aquarius. All that stuff has to do with the star systems. So the stars aren't suns in outer space at various distances. No, the stars are part of this dome firmament, and the stars are here for our signs. And the sky is a clock. The cycles of the moon, that's how we keep track of the calendar systems and the month if we're traveling through space, we're not going to have the same skies. We can't have that precision when it comes to keeping track of time because we'd be all over the place. They said we're zigzagging through space at all these insane speeds. We're not going to have the same star systems that people have been keeping track of since recording of time. They should be scrambling all over the place. Why is everything so perfect? And the calendar system, all that stuff is too perfect for life to be some accident. Like scientists try to tell you life is some big bang accident of some singularity appearing out of nothing, blowing up and turning into rocks, and then the rocks turn into lizards, and the lizards turn into monkeys, and the monkeys turn into people, and all the stars in the heavens keep perfect track of time. Our watches are set to the clocks of the heavens. That's what time is. Time is not the calendar on your wall. Time is the cycles of the heavens. The sky above you is perfection. It doesn't deviate. It keeps constant track of time for us to use. Look at the sundials. You can pull out a sundial from way back in the ages and it'll keep perfect time. The sun is running the same routes, just like a bus goes the same route every day. Well, the sun does the
Like
same
they
route.
love their Bible and the globe. It's like,
That's why
okay,
the
you can't have
sundial is
both.
perfect.
Choose one.
Heavens are perfect. It's not a random accident. So you got this display right here. As you can see, the sun travels east to west. So you got the same type of situation as the globe, where it can be daytime in China and nighttime in the US, because the sun goes around the circle plane like a dish plate. So the sun just hovers above and goes in a circular motion, and you still get the same type of time zones and everything. And as far as seasons is concerned, well, the sun doesn't just go in the same path. It takes different paths. It works its way to the North Pole circle, and it goes around that. And then for the winter, it works its way to the Antarctic region and circles around that area. From America, so we get the colder temperatures, and then when it works its way to the northern area, you get the hotter summers because it's closer to you. And then the sun is not as big as they tell you it is. It's much closer. Actually, they say the sun and the moon are the same size, and that would explain the eclipse. It's definitely not that far from us. And you can tell too by sometimes you'll notice the sunbeams shining down through the clouds. It suggests a sun that's not too far. If the sun can focus its sunbeams through a specific set of clouds in the area where the sun is, when you look up, you see the sun, and then the beams are coming down through the clouds. It's as if the sun is right there, a very bright light shining down in that focused area, because the radius of the sunbeams is in a straight relation to where the sun is. So it's all in perspective. So we got to admit this looks as if the sun is above the clouds. The sun's contained within this dome firmament. Check out my heliocentric deception playlist for much more information on the subject. I'll leave the link in the comment section and the description box. Simply enter your email address at feedyourmind1.com. That way I can send you some cool news briefs throughout the week. It's completely free. I'm giving away free collectibles from my Feed Your Mind pop-up shop. Simply like, comment, and subscribe, and include your favorite Flat Earth proof to enter. Please chip in $1 to $5 to my Patreon page. I'll hook you up with some free videos before they come out. Plus, I have some other cool gifts and surprises for you over at patreon.com/feedyourmind. Please click your notification bell. This has been another episode of Feed Your Mind. Thank you for tuning in. Signing off.
Snap your W-2 and file Fed and State for free. Simple tax returns only. See if you qualify.
Hyundai Sonata versus Toyota Camry.
So let's talk for a minute, Sinji. What's up, man? How you doing?
Pretty good. Just tripping out on program. Every tool has like 20 different options. It's amazing. So just drawing simple lines, moving them around, experimenting with tools. Not doing much heavy art, just a little bit. Working out and doing art, basically.
Not too much. Not too much. Just a little bit.
Yep, working out, doing art, and comic book inking. I gotta finish this one. I'm almost done with this one.
Nice.
Oops.
You enjoy it? You enjoy it? What is that?
Oh, that's cool. You can see through it.
Why can you see through it?
There's Tartaria up there.
What? How can you see through it?
Because I have my green screen thing on. So it's showing the green screen on it. See?
Yeah.
That's cool. You see through it. That's what's going to happen too. In the next scene, it is going to be on fire. Ooh, I should draw it like that. Because it's going to be on fire in the next scene. But, wow, that's cool. It's going to be like that. I'll make a whole view like that. So, yeah, I'm working on my comic book. Slamming it together, finishing it up so I can get to... Once I finish it up, then I can get onto another one I really want to do, which would be all on the... Won't be like... I mean, I'll draw some on paper, but it'd be more digital. Won't be inked in on paper. It'll be inked in on here. Let's see what I did recently. Nothing much. See, I haven't done anything heavy that I'm proud of. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay. Right in this file. That's just art. So that I can level up and then start doing some more animations. Although I could do animations my other way, I just want to do it pro way, because then it ends up looking like more professional, more like manga. Is what I'm headed for. Kind of style.
Cool. All right.
Like it ends up looking like that.
Let me find this. I seen something else that looked pretty cool today. Let's see if I can find it again.
It's amazing. The color on this screen is way better than the color on the screen.
All right, where is it? All right, is this it? Yeah. All right, let's check. Let's check this out. This looks good. This looks good. And get off my back, okay? Get off my fucking back.
A lie is like a seed. Once planted, it will either thrive or fail. Lying can be convenient, prosperous, even necessary. But how many think about the seeds they plant? When planting a yew tree, would someone consider that they would die before they see it reach maturity? How after 1,000 years, the tangled roots and branches of that same tree may have spread to forever change the ecosystem around it. Lies are like seeds. Once planted, they can outlive and outpace a liar. What might seem inconsequential in the present can have grand consequences as time unfolds. A lie can change history forever. But it's the lies that resist exposure that are most troublesome. When you know someone is lying but you cannot irrefutably prove it. You feel it in your core, but it is your instinct against their word. What would that sort of lie do to the course of history and time?
Human memories, ideas, culture, history.
We've always kept records of our lives through words, pictures, symbols, from tablets to books.
But not all the information was inherited by later generations. A small percentage of the whole was selected and processed, then passed on. Not unlike genes, really.
That's what history is, Jack.
During the Middle Ages, reading and writing were skills very few possessed. There were not public libraries stacked full of books and accessible by the majority like there is today. Most of the historical books were kept in monasteries. European monasteries were vast complexes managed by Christian monks, whose lives were ones divided by
Christian
worship
monks.
and hard labor in managing the
Singeman, what do you know about Christian monks? Christian
Druids.
Monks. Druids?
Well, they started out as Druids, and I think they became a separate extension of the Druids.
Because the reason why I'm asking you is because you're the monk expert, so.
I'm not an expert on these. There's a different type of monks.
I wish I had the video of me telling the monks that I knew you. What video was that?
Those monks are cool. Yeah.
What video was that even on? Do you remember?
No, it was.
It was on a stream. If we could find it, that would be so funny.
I think it was during.
Where did I see that, man?
When I was in South Carolina. So.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think. I was
summertime.
I was out with my family. Like I seen them somewhere. I was walking. I was walking
downtown.
I was walking in Boston. Yeah. I'll try to think about where I was.
Started to scare them, then they're like, oh, "Okay, he's just talking about Singeman."
What was I in the North End? I was in the North End. Yeah. So I must have been going to the Science Museum. Hold on, I might be able to find it. I'm trying to think.
I called my
efficiency.
Oh, it might be the one one of the ones they took down.
I called one of my dealers for rope darts. I buy rope from. It's a special rope, so it doesn't burn your hands as much.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like parachute rope, like that. So I called him up and asked him to add to my order. He's like, "Who's this?" I said, "Singeman." He's like, "Who?" Well, Singeman. He's like, "Oh." Like he knew me. Yeah, it was great. I was like, cool. I wonder if he does know.
They all know you.
That's what I'm saying.
How's everybody doing in the chat? Everybody feel nice and comfortable? Is Nancy taking care of you? Nancy!
Of the site. But reading was also a priority for monks, so much so that it was integrated into monastic rules, ensuring a duty to see that no brother is to waste time or engage in idle talk to the neglect of his reading. And, as scholar Stephen Greenblatt states, this obligatory reading was enough to set in motion an extraordinary chain of consequences. For a problem soon arose. Reading required books. Books that were opened again and again eventually fell apart, however carefully they were handled. In the absence of a commercial book market, monastic rules began to insist that monks not only learn to make parchment, but also transcribe and copy texts by hand. As one Benedictine monastic rule reads, "He who does not turn up the earth with the plough ought to write the parchment with his fingers." This was the beginning of the scriptoria, or scriptoriums. More and more monasteries aim to hold a vast collection of books in their libraries. Fashioned with clear glass windows for optimal light, scriptoriums were workshops where monks sat for hours copying text. Producing parchment was laborious. Since paper did not come into general use until the 14th century, for more than 1,000 years the chief writing material used for books was made from the skins of animals. Good parchment was far too valuable and scarce to be discarded. And this value placed upon parchment helps to account for the fact that monasteries collected ancient pagan manuscripts and did not consign them to the rubbish.
Italians had been obsessed with book hunting for the better part of a century, ever since the poet and scholar Petrarch brought glory on himself around 1330 by piecing together the history of Rome and finding forgotten masters by Cicero, Propertius, and others. Petrarch's achievement had inspired others to seek out lost classics that had been lying unread, often for centuries. The recovered texts were copied, edited, commented upon, and eagerly exchanged, forming the basis for what became known as the study of humanities. The humanist, as those who were devoted to this study were called, knew from carefully poring over the texts that had survived from classical Rome that many once famous books, or parts of books, were still missing. The humanists knew that some of these missing works were likely to have been lost forever, but they suspected that others, perhaps many others, were hidden away in dark places, not only in Italy, but across the Alps. The prime hunting grounds were the libraries of old monasteries. For centuries, monasteries had been virtually the only institutions that cared about books.
Monks spent hours upon hours copying text by hand in the scriptorium, under the direction of the chief librarian. And the scriptorium had strict rules. There was no access to non-scribes. Silence was kept at all times. Scribes were not given a choice in the books they copied. They did not work at night, as candlelight was not permitted near the books. Standard copiers would use pens, ink, and penknives. Some worked with finer tools, rulers, awls, fine metal-pointed pens, reading frames, page weights. Some manuscripts were illuminated, in which monks would spend countless hours crafting with specialized tools. The work was hard and long, and on some manuscripts you can still see notations from the monks in the margins. Thank God it will be dark soon. Now I've written the whole thing. For Christ's sake, give me a drink.
Monks were strictly forbidden to change what they thought were mistakes in the text they were copying. They could correct only their own slips of the pen by carefully scraping off the ink with a razor and repairing the spot with a mixture of milk, cheese, and lime, the medieval version of our own production for whiting out mistakes. There was no crumpling up the page and starting fresh. Monastic scribes had been forced to copy everything exactly as it appeared before their eyes, even those things that made no sense. There were a certain number of abbots and of monastic librarians who treasured not only the parchment, but also the pagan works written on them. Steeped in classical literature, some believed that they could rifle its treasures without contamination. But over generations, as a substantial Christian literature was created, it became less easy to make such an argument. Between the 6th century and in the middle of the 8th century, Greek and Latin classics virtually ceased to be copied at all. What had begun as an active campaign to forget, a pious attack on pagan ideas, had evolved into actual forgetting. The classics had been reduced to the condition of mute things, sheets of parchment stitched together, covered with unread words.
It was only because of the high value placed upon parchment that the writings of the ancients were kept alive at all. And, as the humanist book hunter knew, even strong material was no guarantee of survival. Working with knives, brushes, and rags, monks often carefully washed away the old writings and wrote in their place the text that they were instructed by their superiors to copy. If the original ink proved tenacious, it could still be possible to make out the traces of the texts that were written over. A unique 4th century copy of Cicero's On the Republic remained visible beneath a 7th century copy of St. Augustine. The sole surviving copy of Seneca's book on friendship was deciphered beneath an Old Testament, inscribed in the late 6th century. These strange, layered manuscripts, called palimpsests, have served as a source of several major works from the ancient past that would not otherwise be known. And it's the hoarding and copying of ancient manuscripts where things become quite interesting. It all centers around a crew of literary men, the book hunters, and a specific man named Poggio Bracciolini.
All writings which are commonly thought to be old are in fact, with certain exceptions, supposititious, and the fabrication of an unprincipled crew of literary men. They were bound to forge almost countless literary monuments. A vast number of volumes was prepared, because the wicked forgers knew that the more there were, the more difficult it would be to unravel the fraud. They were forged in the 14th century, but they could scarce be read until they were printed, and this was mostly done in the 16th century. During the close of the 14th century, throughout the 15th, and at the commencement of the 16th, books were constantly being recovered under distressingly suspicious circumstances. Exactly the Roman author that was wanted turned up, and always for a certainty that Roman author for whom the highest price had been offered. For the discovery of manuscripts of the ancient classics, which when long looked for and not found, were usually from too tempting reward, which was a fortune forged by some unscrupulous writer of Latin. A little band of men lived in Rome. All were famous for their abilities. Poggio Bracciolini possessed the plastic power that makes the forger writing in a great variety of styles and manners. The Scaligerian chronology of Rome is constructed upon a most flimsy foundation indeed.
The historical scenario of monks preserving texts in guarded libraries, and the process of handwritten transcription and copying on parchment is enough to make one suspicious. At minimum, information could and would have been lost in translation and transcription. A larger problem is the ideology of religion. Would a religious order really preserve the history of the pagan ancient world with fidelity and non-bias? The scriptoriums throw into sharp focus the unreliability that characterizes Europe's pre-Renaissance handwritten history. But the words of Jean Ardois, John Wilson Ross, and Anatoly Fomenko take this unreliability into the realm of conspiracy, as they introduce the concept of mass forgery. Scholars have written extensively on the matter of literary forgery, some of the more famous examples being the infamous letter of Prester John and the donation of Constantine. And not only were these forgeries accepted by contemporary society as legitimate, but they also went on to change the course of history. For a lie is like a seed. As Umberto Eco writes in regard to the donation, without that document, without a profound belief in its authenticity, European history would have followed a different course. No conflict over investitures, no mortal struggle for the Holy Roman Empire, no temporal power of the popes, no slap at Agnani, and also no Sistine Chapel. The donation of Constantine was copied and translated by hand on parchment extensively during the Middle Ages. It is startling to consider just how easy it may have been for monks and others to forge handwritten documents and ascribe them to earlier dates in the historical timeline. That the monastic scriptoriums may have, perhaps, functioned as forges for producing mass forgeries. The world that Poggio Bracciolini and his associates, the book hunters, inhabited was one of a burgeoning new age, and what has latterly been termed the Renaissance. The humanists were casting off the shackles of what was then perceived as the dark ages of their immediate religious past, and looking back to their more ancient history with wonder and the longing for a lost world that they believed was more technologically and socially advanced than their current one. And providing that Ardois and others are correct, that a good portion of manuscripts documenting ancient history were fabricated during the Renaissance, then the question remains, why? Did this band of humanists, in their longing for a lost civilization, just let their imagination get the better of them? Or were they just greedy, fortune-seeking individuals? For as Ross and the correspondence of the time tells us, there was a tempting reward, which was a fortune, offered by society's elite for finding lost manuscripts. But while fantasy and greed, and not to mention fame, would have certainly driven the book hunters, when we look closer at the life of Poggio Bracciolini, something bigger and more concerning surfaces. Poggio wasn't just a learned man with a thirst for lost history. Throughout his life, he moved alongside the upper echelons of society. He had served 7 popes through his apostolic secretary role. And not only that, but he was also excellent friends with and receiving patronage from the Medici family, one of the most powerful banking families in history. And when looking at all the humanists, from Petrarch and Boccaccio to Poggio himself, they were all entwined with ultra-elite nobles, like the Orsinis or Medicis. These are the same Medicis that produced 4 popes, countless dukes, and whose bloodline ended up running through various royal families in Spain, France, and Britain. Poggio was, as William Meehan writes, Cosimo Medici's chief book scout. Medici's involvement in the book hunters' enterprise surpassed meager funding. He was financing all their trips. He employed countless copyists to transcribe manuscripts and founded the first public library in Florence, which specialized in texts from antiquity and the humanist movement.
The great thing with him and his companions was, when they could not find to forge, all they had to ascertain was simply which ancient Roman was particularly wanted and would fetch the highest price. And as the band consisted of men of genius, of different tastes or faculties,
I can't risk
poetical,
it,
historical, or narrative, philosophical, grammatical, or critical, and scientific or mathematical, if the reward was sufficiently munificent to pay for the time and labor, the highly valued work that was wanted, no matter to what department of literature it belonged, was sure to turn up, sooner or later. And if the man who was to forge was not in the proper mood of inspiration for the business, some other fabricated writer was put forward.
For Ardois, Ross, Fomenko, and others, the immediate and obvious signs pointing to mass forgery of pre-Renaissance texts are the parallels between the events documented in those texts with contemporary events of the end of the Middle Ages and the Renaissance itself. They also all highlight the irregularities when it comes to the Latin and Greek in which they were written. In the French language, we see the greatest changes in the course of 500 years. But in the Greek fathers and historians, there is not the slightest vestige of a change in the language during an alleged period of 1,500 years. All use the same dialect and the same syntax. In his investigation into Poggio's potential forgery of the Annals of Tacitus, a key work for our modern understanding of the history of the Roman Empire, Ross presents a multitude of arguments, including countless errors and peculiarities relating to its literary composition and its Latin, how various coins and monuments directly contradict the narrative, geographical errors, resemblances to Poggio's own writing, the anomalies between the Annals and other ancient texts. As Ross states, the author of the Annals knew more about prominent individuals in Rome than was known to their distinguished contemporaneous countrymen. And finally, anachronistic references to Poggio's era and the parallels between accounts in the history and the 1400s. Just like Ardois and Fomenko, Ross notes that heaps of passages in the Annals read like incidents in the 15th century. And Ross wasn't alone in his cynicism. Even French satirist Voltaire suspected the Annals were a forgery. For Ross, however, Ardois is extreme in his designation of almost all texts predating the Renaissance as forgeries. Nobody at the present day considers what he said about the literary monuments of antiquity worthy of the slightest attention. And this is because Ardois was arguing that all of antiquity was forged and fabricated to discredit the truth of the Catholic Church. Ross's criticism of Ardois would no doubt have extended to Fomenko too, in his nationalistic attempt to discredit all pre-Renaissance texts and claim a huge cover-up of a vast unified Russian empire. For Ross, the deception is trickier and more nuanced. He acknowledges that it is likely that many Greek texts from antiquity are real, and it was from those that the Latin ones, the history of the Romans, was invented. He agrees with Ardois when he states one is almost inclined to give Father Ardois credit for being quite right when he expressed as his belief that perhaps not more than 2 or 3 of the ancient Latin classics were really written by the old Romans. And this is the genius of the forgery operation and how it was successful in the first place, because the truth and the lies, the real and the forged, are mixed in with each other so much that it is very difficult to evidence. The forgery is anything but plain and palpable. Nay, it is wonderfully obscure and monstrously difficult. And providing they are correct, how was a vast conspiracy of forgery like this even possible in the first place, or pulled off convincingly? Ardois outlines a potential process clearly. Firstly, before the printing press became widespread and the norm, the general public did not have easy access to these manuscripts. Although they were forged in the 14th century, they could scarce be read until they were printed, and this was mostly done in the 16th century. Secondly, it was necessary that the book should be written on parchment so that they might keep up the lie of great antiquity and be longer preserved. Handwritten parchment not only allowed forgers to make manuscripts appear older than they were, but also allowed various copies, whether prepared in monasteries or by Cosimo Medici's copyists, to be produced, predated, and then subsequently hidden in various locations. But that means there would have been a diverse amount of players involved. Wouldn't someone speak out, especially in monastic circles where religious piety was prioritized? Describing Renaissance Italy after his first visit to Rome, Luther said, "Everything is permitted there except to be an honest man." And Poggio himself captures this society of hypocrisy well when describing his visit to the Baths of Baden in 1416. Abbots, monks, friars, and priests comported themselves with more licentiousness than the laity, laid aside all thoughts of religion, and sometimes bathed with women, whose hair they decked with ribbons and wreaths of flowers. Given this account, it would not be absurd to assume that many abbots and monks would commit acts of impiety, accept bribery money, or were even compromised by others. Thirdly, and most importantly, the genius of the lie relies on the forgers creating a web of intertextuality. Intertextuality is when one text references another text. The pestiferous gang joined forces in the writing of history. Hence, they very often copy one another, and they overwhelmed readers with the number of books, and so made it harder to believe that the suspicion of fraud and falsehood was well founded. A key example of intertextuality is the alleged work of Quintilian, whose texts reference many other writers, such as Marcus Pacuvius and Cornelius Severus in passing. Another example is the Annals of Tacitus. Modern scholars dismiss Ross's claims that Poggio forged the Annals because Book 15 of the Annals is referenced in Giovanni Boccaccio's commentary on Dante, which was written before Poggio was born. And it's true, both Boccaccio's text and the Annals align. But, according to Ross, Ardois, and others, This intertextuality is the genius of the lie. Although writing before Poggio was born, Boccaccio belonged to the first generation of book hunters in Italy. And if we entertain the idea that they were running a wholesale forgery operation, then it would be in the forger's interest to leave references to other, yet to be discovered texts as to ensure the longevity of the fraudulent business, creating opportunities for fellow and future book hunters to generate more forgeries. It would also work as a perfect tactic in ensuring that the texts were never discovered to be forgeries, as they were referenced elsewhere and earlier in time. And if correct, this dedication to carefully crafted intertextuality really is a success of the forgery, for it prevents any forgery from being conclusively proven. Unless undeniable evidence is presented demonstrating ancient texts to be forged, intertextuality will always keep the majority of scholars fixed to the idea that the texts are authentic, even though academia acknowledges that there were indeed forgeries during this period, such as Consolatio, a text allegedly written by the ancient Cicero that was discovered by humanist and book hunter Carolus Sigonius in 1583. On his deathbed, Carolus admitted that he forged the text, and it is now widely accepted as a fake. Ross finds it highly unconvincing that these ancient texts would have been so mistreated and misplaced over the centuries.
It's almost unbelievable that such people would treat them as swine treat pearls, spurn them, not keep them in libraries, but throw them away as useless lumber into cellars, pits, dark holes, dirty passages, dry wells. And who would think of looking for books in such places, he asks. And yet it was precisely in such places that the book hunters looked for the books that they wanted. What is still stranger, they always found in such queer places the exact books they were in search of. When they recovered books in the monastery of St. Gall, the books were not found where they ought to have been, on account of their excellence, on the shelves of the library, but where slugs and toads are more frequently looked for, and found then books and manuscripts, in an exceedingly dirty and dark dungeon, at the bottom of a tower. The circumstances surrounding the discovery of many alleged ancient lost texts is highly suspicious and coincidental. More often than not, they were found in darkness, in a blind dungeon, in a dirty dungeon, in dismal dungeons.
The many coincidences, conveniences, and circumstances are very suspicious. And when looking closer at the correspondence between Poggio and his partner Niccolo Nicolai, we find suggestion that they were, indeed, up to no good. Under the patronage of Cosimo Medici, Nicolai, a fellow humanist and copyist, was responsible for building up a personal library of 800 manuscripts, which now reside in the Medici-founded Laurentian Library. Detailing the years leading up to the so-called rediscovery of the Annals of Tacitus, Ross informs us that Poggio, then a resident in Rome, began to forge a work with the intention of palming it off upon the world as written by an ancient Roman. As one of Poggio's early biographers...
Yeah, I had to apologize to Jackstar today because I blocked him the other day and because I thought he was a troll, but then I watched the channel and I realized he's not a troll. He just talks really fast and a lot, but that's okay.
...recounts. In 1422, Piero Lamberteschi offered Poggio a situation, the nature of which is not precisely known, but which was probably that of a public professor in one of the Italian universities. The situation, the nature of which was unknown, and which would earn Poggio in 3 years 500 gold sequins, was, according to Ross, to forge a lost text, most likely the Annals. As he explains, Nicolai was at the bottom of this, advising his friend to undertake the task and frequently corresponding by letter discussing the matter. And while this early biographer speculates that the offer was to take up a position as a public professor in a university, Poggio's letters to Nikolai suggest the offer was of a different nature. Poggio writes, "I like the occupation to which he has invited me, and I hope I shall be able to produce something worth reading." But as Ross points out, professors in those days did not collect their lectures and publish them. They could not then produce something worth reading. Poggio also writes that if I were to see that I should get that which our friend Piero expects, I would go not only to the end of Europe, but as far as to the wilds of Tartary. Again, reinforcing that the task was to produce something that would reward him with a small fortune, to retire and travel far and wide. In another letter to Nikolai, dated 10th of June 1422, Poggio writes, "I want you to have no distrust. Give me the leisure and the time for writing that history, and I will do something you approve. When I reflect on the merits of the ancient writers of history, I recoil with fear from the undertaking." And on the 8th of October 1423, Poggio writes, "Beginnings of any kind being arduous and difficult, what the ancients did pleasantly, quickly, and easily was to him troublesome, tedious, and burdensome." No mention of writing that history occurs again in correspondence between Poggio and Nikolai. But a few years later, there is a suggestion that rumours had got abroad regarding what was transpiring between the two. And Poggio writes to Nikolai, reassuring him that when Tacitus came, he would keep it a secrecy, that he knew all the tittle-tattle that was going on, but have no fear, for that not a syllable should escape him. If Poggio was just about to receive the lost histories written by Tacitus, why, Ross asks, would you want to keep it secret? Wouldn't it be better to make noise of it abroad immediately and as publicly as could be, so that it might be known to a wide circle of book collectors and as large a sum got for it as could be obtained? And what exactly was that history which Poggio was trying to write and feeling pressured to match the style of the ancient writers? All of this suggests that not only were Poggio and Nikolai involved in secretive business pertaining to writing, but that they were extremely careful as to not specifically reference the particulars of their business in correspondence. It has all the markings of a sophisticated criminal operation, one very aware that it must leave minimal trace, for letters could be intercepted back then. Any hint at forgery would ruin their scheme and reputation. But more importantly, this kind of caution when it comes to private letters suggests that perhaps they were working with a greater foresight in mind, perhaps anticipating how their letters may be interpreted by future historians. Poggio and the book hunters would have no doubt been motivated by money. But why were the Medicis, one of the richest banking families in Italy, financing this whole operation? Could they have been deliberately forging history with the foresight of future generations in mind? They've certainly covered their tracks, erased all conclusive evidence to the point where forgery cannot be proven or disproved, and all that remains is an abundance of suspicious coincidences and circumstances. The lies that resist exposure are the most troublesome. When you know someone is lying, but you cannot irrefutably prove it. You feel it in your core, but it is your instinct against their word. What would that sort of lie do to the course of history and time? Could our pre-Renaissance history have been forged? If we consider this notion that even a small fraction of the texts from antiquity were fabricated during the Renaissance, then the timeline begins to distort and collapse under the weight of unreliability, and the certainty surrounding written history ends right here. And to seriously consider this means to play a dangerous game, because it creates a
It wasn't that I blocked you. I forgot that I hid you. Like, I didn't even know I really remember doing it either. Like, I went into the my thing and I seen that you were there. And I was like, oh shit, I better unhide him.
boundless historical absence.
Someone else might have
What's
did
to
it. I don't
stop a
even know.
nefarious entity from forging and filling this absence with whatever fantasy they see fit and that serves their own agenda? And perhaps that's what the book hunters were doing. Filling a great absence with an ideal vision of Rome that never existed, all for the purpose of serving the political and technological agenda of an obscure entity. And
So yeah, like what Daniel Becker just said, time is a lie too, right? So like, if history is a lie, science is all bullshit that they taught us in school, most of it, for the most part, and the English language doesn't really mean what it really means, and they taught us that in school, and probably the other languages are probably the same way. So the languages are lies, the dates a lie, history is a lie, science is a lie. So what did we really? What do these people who think they learned a lot in school really learn? If I always say, if you paid like 100 G's to get like a degree, and all you did was learn a bunch of bullshit, well, you just paid $100,000 for and wasted all that time and energy to get a bullshit degree.
what entity, Orsini, Medici, the Italian nobility, shadow Rome? And if the books were forged, then where are all the legitimate pre-Renaissance texts? Why is there an absence here in the first place? Because, as Victor Hugo tells us, before the invention of the printing press, architecture was the primary mode of language. Our ancestors wrote their chronicles, stories, histories in stone. The invention of the printed book destroyed this method of memory.
But in the current digitized world, trivial information is accumulating every second, preserved in all its triteness, never fading, always accessible. All this junk data, preserved in an unfiltered state, growing at an alarming rate.
It will only slow down social progress, reduce the rate of evolution. What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
It's our responsibility as rulers. Just as in genetics, unnecessary information and memory must be filtered out to stimulate the evolution of the species. Who else could wade through the sea of garbage you people produce, retrieve valuable truths, and even interpret their meaning for later generations?
That's what it means to create context.
We are on the cusp of a burgeoning new age that will be run by AI technology. AI technology that already has the capability to forge and fabricate the historical narrative. It is only a matter of time before groups once again...
I'm here to say there is no artificial intelligent being thing. It's just a bunch of programs.
What are you saying? Go ahead.
I'm here to say this artificial intelligence everybody's pushing is bullshit. There's no being looking at us that's artificial. It's not an artificial intelligence. It's a computer program.
So what do you
think? A really
about,
good computer program.
What do you think about the one that's called Replica with a K that can like talk to you and then after you die pretend it's you?
A very, very good computer program.
Can you make one like that?
Yeah.
You can? Can
yeah,
you
if I lived several lives.
yeah.
Right. One person did not make it either. So
does
it even exist? I don't know.
Is the Red Pear app gonna include that?
That is the Red Pear app.
Could there exist another lead outside of writing that suggests Roman history is a forgery? It's time to put forth a hypothesis and look closer at a very important book.
If it is a real entity, then I'm happy to piss it off by saying that it's not.
I gotta hand it to these guys. I like what they've been doing. I don't know.
What are they doing?
Well,
these guys, yeah.
They've been triggering a lot of people in the Mudflood community. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta go to bed now.
But I mean, that's what it's all about. You know, putting people on the spot. You know.
Good night.
All right. Well, this will be. since it's good night, this will be your outro song. You ready?
For me anyway. You guys stay up.
All right, say what you got to say, and then we're gonna play your outro song. Hold on. Let me get Dr. Kaufman up. Hold on a second. All right, because we're gonna give you a good exit. All right.
Later, Kim Ray, Scott Les, Mr. Soupside, Trisha C.
Oh, what up, Scott?
Everybody else.
I didn't know you were here. How?
I'm tired.
Thank God you're here. All right.
I'm tired. It's tired. Square Earth, baby.
Anyway.
It's a square cube Earth. It's a cube-shaped Earth.
Give me a second.
And that we're inside a cube-shaped Earth on a level thing that's in a hollow stone.
All right.
Styrofoam.
You're done, dude.
No, we're in a styrofoam cup.
All right. And Nancy over at the agency said you need to start thinking of a way. I don't know. All right, I'll be back. Man, not a half. I'm playing Sinj's outro music. All right, this is Sinj Van's outro music.
What you're seeing here is a mirage.
A lie is a lie, and it don't matter how many dumb sheeple believe it. And the truth is the truth, hiding right out in plain sight, and still people don't see it. Man, this shit got me heated, and I won't stop till the elite are being defeated. They keep us deceived about everything that we think, and they keep it a secret. What we're taught is not conducive with reality. Big bang, evolution, and there's gravity. I tell the truth, and then these motherfuckers laugh at me, telling me the earth is photoshopped because it has to be. Most people accept the deception happily, but what they're doing to us all is a tragedy. God created the heavens and the earth in a verse, but we're living in a Freemasonic galaxy. They say we're monkeys on a ball flying through outer space, but there's no proof. It seems to have vanished without a trace. NASA and other agencies falling down from grace. You can take that bullshit pseudoscience and get out my face. I'm the antisocial type. You're a government prototype. That's why you make it a point to tell me that I'm crazy every time you're angry, cause you know I'm right. I'm standing outside the house of cards about to watch it fall. No more living on a cartoon ball. Horizon means horizontal. Indoctrination is awful because you're taught the globe model. Ever since y'all could crawl, we follow rapists and murderers, liars, thieves, and sun worshippers, saying we can't see curvature cause we're all too small. And though it's never been proven, they say we're ripping and shooting. The earth is spinning and moving. Oh no, no, not at all. It's a criminal enterprise where deception intensifies. Assholes got us all living like on a cartoon ball.
It is photoshopped, but it has to be. What you're seeing here is a mirage.
They say that we went to the moon 6 times, but pure BS is the way that smelt. Now they're telling us that we can't even leave the planet because of the Van Allen radiation belt. Yeah, okay, sure. NASA, what you lying for? You lying now, you lied before. I can't take this anymore. The only thing they took to space was your imagination. Fake aliens are coming, now they have you waiting. We need to do something about it, no procrastination. Trying to cause the masses to awaken, that's the path I'm taking. But you can see if you check all the percentages, so many people having cognitive dissonance. But that's what happens at the loss of your innocence. Then you get involved with all of this wickedness. They try to do all the humans this way. So are they just idiots? Who is to say? Conditioned by the television, it makes your decisions, opinions, and you just obey. Stuck in the material domain of Satan, where everything in each and every day is pagan. Mandela effect, cause the game is changing. People waking up and now the cage is shaking. The earth is flat. and that is a universal fact. If it isn't that, then tell me where the fuck the curve is at. They tell us that we can't see it because we're all too small, and now we're spinning on a cartoon ball. Horizon means horizontal, indoctrination is awful because you're taught the glow model. Ever since y'all could crawl, we follow rapists and murderers, liars, thieves, and sun worshippers, saying we can't see curvature cause we're all too small. And though it's never been proven, they say we're ripping and shooting, the earth is spinning and moving. Oh no, no, not at all. It's a criminal enterprise where deception intensifies. Assholes got us all living like on a cartoon ball.
It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage, born into a prison for your mind.
Here is a mirage. This Photoshop, but it has to be. This Photoshop, but it has to be. This Photoshop, but it has to be. What you're seeing here is a mirage.
We accept the reality of the world with which we're presented. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that.
If you paid more than $15 on tax preparation,
You see that shit? It's like, look, it's like if you paid $15 for tax preparation, you're a sucker. Because you should be paying $33.
Free tax.
It said 33, dude. It said 33. Suck it. You guys suck. All right, let me see. I got other. Yeah, he came out with a whole bunch of new ones. This one's pretty good too, I think. Yeah, but I'm not gonna play the video because I don't want to get. I don't want to get my head shut off. So by the OPG, the official pistol gang. I'm telling you, they ain't no joke. So, we'll check this out. Well, that was fun. So, what do we got? 3:30 in the morning. Yeah, I think I'll end it. I think I'll end it at that. I had fun. Thanks for everybody for showing up. I gotta start trying to get to bed, so just don't sleep on the late nights. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you sub and bell to all the channels, even though it's a pain in the ass. I know, but you never know what's gonna happen. You know, YouTube. If you want to stay on YouTube, you gotta sub all these different channels. That's the new policy. But if you go to my Odyssey channel, which I'll put in the comments, you'll get to see all my content that I ever made, basically. And it's free, but some people, you don't have to sign up to watch the videos, but you have to sign up to comment. But I have a couple Odyssey channels, actually, but whatever. That's where all the videos are. All the videos, like all of them, are on Odyssey. All right. I'll talk to you all later. Let me see. I'll play some stuff on my way out. Oh yeah, I wanted to find one thing. Let me check something out here. All right. So, let's see. They'll probably cut me down for this, but I got away with it before, so yeah. It's iffy. It's iffy. I have an idea though. This is what I'll do, the same shit I did last time. Let's see. Put the blinders up. Put the blinders up. You ready? I'm teaching you guys tricks of the trade here. I'm teaching you guys tricks of the trade.
Do your own taxes online with H&R Block, and tax season will feel just as good.
All you see is crooks. About to go in, son.
Immortal technique.
Good looking on the beat. Forever P. Look. Killer bees back in the building with machine and them. We creaming them. My pockets of dirty money and clean again. Ain't got to tell you I'm dope. Just stick the needle in. The goose is all white, big enough to fit the seagull in. Just the seasoning. Why ask why? I has my reasons and my birds don't need no seasoning. Methyl D in this evening. Now ask yourself, is that really air that you breathing in? I think outside the box that I find a box I can keep them in. Or just leave it then, like a bouncer won't let your people in. People said they want that old map. Well, it's the prequel then. I get medieval, some people won't make the prequel then. Leave them in the fetal position. F it, I'm leaving it. I use the system, you cowards use euphemisms. Women call me super daddy, my powers is supervision. Who gave you permission to speak? To learn you listen, learn to listen to a different MC. You learn the difference in addition if you're missing MC. Sign this petition, get a fraction of that faction subtracted by my division. I'm a boss, so that means I make decisions slash killing. I will kill an MC to make a living, yeah. Call me super daddy, my powers is supervision. Who? Supervision, supervision. Who?
casting raps, you get your back snapped in half in 7.
All up in the club, putting squad up. Supervision, throw your squad up. Supervision, throw your squad up.
Impossible pain beyond measure.
Squad up. Cigar guts, all up in the club, putting squad up.
There's a new housing plan for the ghetto eventually. Project for a new American century. False flag terrorism controlling you mentally. The gospel in the hands of people with no empathy. A mixture of dangerous social chemistry between law enforcement and a military entity. Cameras on the corner of every corner you facing. Testing out a future Gestapo on immigration. Power, consolidation, information restricted. Just like the iron law of oligarchy predicted. Incarcerating the poor among the drug addicted. But not the families of the ruling class that's afflicted. Cause it's a fucking caste system like corrupted Hinduism. I think you should listen. I've been through the system in prison. I've been through religion. Carried the cross as a Christian. Like it was anti-disestablishmentarianism. Until the seeds of despotism arrested my vision. Lyricism with cynicism and syllogisms. Until they Pedro Albizu Campos and kill me in prison. Chemtrail conditions. Stem cells of Leo Strauss's philosophy. The birth of neocon policy. But I laugh at America's fear of a new world order controlling the hemisphere. Cause my people been living that for the past 500 years.
Intelligence, understanding.
Supervision who? Supervision, supervision who?
Casting raps, you get your back snapped in half in 7.
All up in the club, putting squad up.
Who do we trust? Who do we trust?
The faction.
Who do we trust? Who do we trust?
Impossible pain beyond measure.
Squad up. Cigar guts, all up in the club, putting squad up.
Caterpillar metamorphosis to bigger nigga. Lantern in his hand, headless horseman to the rhythm. Been successful for so long, I can no longer feel it. Take your finger, prick it, mob initiated members. Are far beyond the dime, my title ain't even listed. Federales listen, only hear me chewing, sipping. Dancing with a doll, prom night with Cinderella. Then we dip in the Ferrari flyers, time sell it. Vocals on Tony Bennett, I'm only in it to later see people I taught tell me, yo, we did it. I led a revolution in the world of tech and music. Free the homie, did his time and paid the restitution. Time go quick, better have all your goals set. You getting yours or just hanging on like an old dick? I can talk about money, we ain't the same, son. It's just different when you came from where I came from.
Yeah, it's me again. This thing of ours you will probably never see again. But for the growth, it's the oath we're believing in. Locks, Kostra, Nostra, yeah, it's 3 of them. Lucci and him, I'm the nigga they can't stand no. More work, more ammo. Gambino in a Lambo. Pull me for a situation you can't handle. More caskets, more murals, more candles. True poet, Audemars, you blow it. Ever I know, I'd rather die for you know it. High profile, this shit sells. Call Mary Richmond and tell him pick 12. Cause we never sing, we on the better things. Pride is nothing, integrity is everything. Yeah, if you broke, how you giving advice? Me and my niggas, we just living the life, yeah.
Call me Super Daddy, my powers is supervision who? Supervision, supervision who?
Casting raps, you get your back snapped in half in 7.
All up in the club, putting squad up. Supervision, throw your squad up. Supervision, throw your squad up.
Impossible pain beyond measure.
Squad up. Cigar guts, all up in the club, putting squad up.
Whistleblower, men are afraid of label the threat of traitor. Executive legislator trying to suppress your behavior. Intelligence interrogator collecting metadata. Condemning the messenger and censoring the educator. CIA feeding propaganda to the television. In the next edition, the pundits preach it in repetition. Loyal to the monarchy, hereditary or elected. A royal family and a president selected.
Secret society, secret
supervision, supervision who?
Casting raps, you get your back snapped in half in 7.
Impose restraints against your will.
Who do we trust? Throw your squad up. Supervision, throw your squad up.
Impossible pain beyond measure.
Throw your squad up. Call me Super Daddy, my powers is supervision who? Supervision, supervision who?
Casting raps, you get your back snapped in half in 7.
All up in the club, putting squad up. Supervision, throw your squad up. Supervision, throw your squad up.
Impossible pain beyond measure.
Squad up. Cigar guts, all up in the club, putting squad up.
snake. I must admit I've made mistakes, like the time my haze was fake. Don't you have another bag to make for all the days I wait and bake and all the nights I fade awake? I'll break your face, and then I'll just walk away. I gotta sound like I'm in Dr. Dre. Right when I'm locked away, that bitch wants my cock today. My life's a game like Monopoly, and it costs a lot to play. Okay, buddy, today you get on my nerves. I got tweezers that won't grab. We're trying to pull out a hair, you rip open a scab. In the mirror you laugh to, and in the bed, not having no herb is making me mad. When things are going too good, expect the worst. When you're strolling through my hood, bitch, protect your purse. Besides that, respect my turf, never neglect your work and your careers in the dumpster collecting dirt. My name's Ray Betts and I'll bet it hurts when you're spreading your legs. You're making my first. Open your mouth now, I'm chasing your thirst. I'll bash you in the face, I'll walk away and I'll smirk. Shut up, Ray, you just make the crap worse for yourself. What do you grab me? Just curse for your else. You find my CD first on the shelf. Snake dude, don't let him break you, turn you around and anally rape you. Leave him alone, no, leave him with a fake tooth. Snake dude, they're trying to shake you. It's not your time yet and they sure can't make you. I hate you. You're a stupid bitch that I am pissed at. You can hit that, your clothes are mismatched. I'll have you kidnapped, break me off a piece of that Kit Kat. Dig in your face, my nuts in your chin. We're at the ER, they're rushing you in. I'm in it to win, and I ain't gonna stop till I'm finished, you bitch. Good cop, bad cop, happy cop, sad cop. I'm the master, I'll bash you with a padlock. White cop, black cop, fuck that cop. What about the Asian cop? Ray stays on top because I smoke the hazelnut. Your eyes are great, bitch. Your other guy's a gay who wants to die today. Don't lie to Ray. I slipped on a sock on the floor and slammed my cock in the door. Oh, fuck, what you watching me for? Say, don't let him break you, turn you around and anally rape you. Leave him alone, no, leave him with a fake tooth. Snake dude, they're trying to shake you. It's not your time yet and they sure can't make you. I hate you. You're a stupid bitch that I am pissed at. You can hit that, your clothes are mismatched. I'll have you kidnapped, break me off a piece of that Kit Kat. Thank you, Cinnamon.
Yeah, that was a track that I recorded back in the day, like, I don't know, 2006? Not bad, right? Whatever. Yeah, you know, I didn't really get to master it. Like, I didn't get to go into the studio and record it. Like, let me see if I can find any of my other ones that I actually went in the studio and recorded that were really good. You know, give me a second. I paid for some that came out really good. I'll be back. Something. So, hold on a sec. So this one right here is a track that I did with Pluma, who's a Boston rapper that lived across the street from me. He's my boy. And he had like a whole studio set up with like, and back in the day, like Pro Tools was like the hottest thing and what everyone was using. So we did it like, this was like done in a studio.
Yeah, Ray Betts, real recognize real. Waiting for the bus, this sucks, another nut in service. Why you getting nervous? I'll have you saying, Ray, I already heard this. I never smacked a bitch, I didn't deserve it. What's your purpose? Your head's hotter than the coffee of my thermos. So leave it up to the cops for protection. They'd have the whole block arrested if they could. Doing some days in the bay with Ray, that place is clock infested. That's why when I get caught, I will not be questioned. I always love it when I see a cop arrested, stop requested. I'm becoming an OG now, I've learned my lessons. And I know you don't mind it. You young kids are getting grinded. You're fucking blinded, so fucking find it for yourself. Because it's fucking all the time, kid. I think you need to be reminded of who did that shit first and who's behind it. I don't want to embarrass you, but did you bring your parachute? What? You forgot it, nincompoop. When we hit the water, am I gonna swim with you? Could this be the end for you? I understand it's true, the crazy things we do, but it's true that this is the end of you. I'm so underground, I sell my CDs in the subway. Rex ain't no hound, he's a pimp saying rub me. I want you to love me. If you were ever to get bit, it would be ugly. Rex is around and you get a little work late. I get a little thirsty. In Boston, D-Tech night is Thursday. And if you ain't learned that one yet, you gotta learn the hard way. They're surrounding your house, they even pull up in your driveway. Kicking your door, then you're in court by Friday. The bros are fucking androids, man. Kill one, no you can't do that one, man. This ain't that binge crap, that syringe cap rap. I'll have you twitching like Joe Hickson with a hole with him. I'm no Nixon, I'm on a mission. Everybody's trying to be the man with the money and the crap and the mic in his hand. I left one thing out, the bitches. Well, I already have one, Michelle. I don't want to embarrass you, but did you?
Luma, that's right. Rossi, 02131, well recognized, real. I'm on this shit with Lady Snake. Woo! Shout out to my nigga Smiley, you see. You niggas know. Fam, top, the whole Prime Rhyme family. You know, NTC, whole jump already. I've been a nigga for my bread ever since I was young. Couldn't see me getting old being hung on some type of shit that had me stuck in a cage. If it's not in a box, it's mentally, hey, gotta be free. So I just puff my weed, writing down my thoughts and trying just to succeed. Made my ways in my hustling and my grinding. Got locked in, dog, wasting my time, fam. Gotta get out and head back to the booth and spit my shit, put these niggas in the news, fam. Everybody face turning blue when they hear the shit that I spit, cause they holding their breath. I said that I'm ready for this rap shit, so I'm coming in the door. Fuck tapping, fuck knocking. We coming in charging like, hey, everybody on the floor, nigga, watch it. Cause if you know, you can end up with hot shit all up in your flesh and you dead, nigga, watch it. On the news, that's what your family do. As for you, you get composing in the dirt, dude. Oh, the picture's so ugly. It's like abstract art, you don't understand it. But see, if you a man like me, then you gotta understand it's demanding, just survival. That's right, many taking out their rivals, and I try hard just to stay at ease, but they just trying to see them freeze. Not from no po-po, freezing the box, nigga, freezing the mold. Woo. Yeah, that's so cold. Got ice fucking sickles on your toes, but no, not me. I'm in the fucking streets in the cold with my hoodie on, champion of coast. B-cap tilted to the side, A-dogs, Timberlands in the winter, cause you know we gon' ride. Niggas ask for that drama, and then we give it. I'm telling you this real shit, man, I live it. It's just the way I do. Me and Ray Betts on the shit. Woo!
Pluma, you did light it up. You did light it up. Alright, well, anyway. Yeah, I got some better stuff. I got so much stuff. I don't know what I'm going to bring this one to the side, though. Let me see. I'm going to do something with that. Well, you know, why not? I'll put that right on my desktop so I don't lose it. Boom. There you go. All right, let's see what else we got. I don't want to get killed. It's just the whole one. How long is it? Yeah, this one's pretty good, but it starts here. It's kind of cut in half. This is some old stuff from Boston. Let's see if I can get it. Fuck it. I'll just play the whole thing. It's 2 songs, but they're cut in half. But it's from an old mixtape from my studio, so it's kind of iffy, but it still sounds good. So let me see, how long is it? It's only a few minutes long anyway. But I have the other half of it somewhere else. It's a long song, but I don't know. I don't know why it got chopped in half like that. All right, let's see. Just because it was an old, yeah, I took it off a very old disc a long time ago. So I doubt this song is even still around, or it might be, but different versions of it. This is probably like exclusive version of the song that you'll probably never hear anywhere else but here on Boston Ray Mudfoot Adventures. But you might be able to find it. I don't know. Good luck. You might have to go through crates and crates and crates of CDs to find this. So, whatever. Have fun. Have fun going through crates and crates and crates and crates of old CDs, albums, records. Or you can just come here to Boston Ray Mudfoot Adventures, where I have it all. So this is from Boston, and this is called the Gun Still Hot remix. But it's not the whole thing, and it doesn't start off with the gun still hot. But you'll see, it changes. It's a different song, and it's messed up, but it's there.
Floor, your brain on the wall. Imagine when I'm serious, that's only playing with y'all. I'm better with whack kids than half-wits in this rap shit. Them guys can get sodomized with dynamite half sticks and clap quick. You beating me? I think not. I put a gun in your mouth, bitch, and dare you to lick shots. I rip spots consistently, won't hesitate to batter you. Throw a grenade at me, I pull a pin and throw it back at you. That's why I flip this shit with the foundation of Papa D. Rappers see me and they're like, yo, rapping is not for me. I dare y'all niggas to try to stop for me. Y'all niggas are not the boss to even drop a T. The bet on it. Tracks I get on it. Niggas wanna spit, you know I just form it. So now after that I'm quick and I just rip them seeds. Fuck it, I just ripped, it's time for me to freeze. Stop. Peace. Rhyme. That's how the fuck it go. Right to rants and
I knew it was gonna cut off. You see how I cut off? Yeah. The other half of the song is somewhere else. That was a hot track. I was digging that. All right. I was digging it. Let's see what else I can find. Dude, I have so many songs. I could do this for hours. But I have good ones. I'm not fucking around. I have some good shit. You never know what's going to pop up next when I'm looking. I have stuff that you won't even remember. Let me see. Yeah, that one's pretty good. I don't know. Let me see. This one was mine. All right, you want to hear another one of my songs? This was an old one that I did on my own. All right, you guys are gonna dig this. Let me see if I can get my. Get it back. All right, easy peasy. All right, this is one I wrote back in the day called "Losing My Mind." All right, it's on one of my albums. I have like 5 or 6 albums. All right, let's do this. It's on the ramblings. It's on Ray Betts, The Ramblings of a Manically Depressed Drug Addict.
about, be about what you're spitting the words about, not what you heard through the word of mouth. So you like what I say when my words come out, mixing this and mixing that. Answer will pick the trash, you found a ball of crack. It makes all the whores wanna holler back. They hit me with conspiracy and I don't really care, you see, as long as my girl's here with me. Seriously, Ray it is, carelessly, you don't know what day it is. I ain't talking shit, but she's your mother when you spit. It looks like you're having a seizure, brother, and you're still trying to figure out why trees turn colors. Or Lord, I pray to heaven was saved. When you try to collect, I ain't even opening your letter, you fag. Better hope your property isn't in an evidence bag. Finagle or bagel, you faggot, I hate you. My pit mangles off your arm with his fang at an angle. So take that fake cash or I'll stab you in the face fast. I'd rather be robbed on the streets than be robbed by police. The ones with the badge of the thieves. Pop, fuck the free again. Oh, you getting locked again by them pussy cops. You don't want to talk to them. Plus you won't be able to talk if your lungs won't fill up with oxygen. So search a fucking trap before I make them have to teach you how to walk again. You'll never want to talk again. A gift not enjoyed is like a flower that doesn't blossom. Explode on your pants, bitch, I'm climbing up on top ya. It's mental, it's all about the size of your pencil. Go piss where you wash your dishes, where's my brain? Most of it's missing. My homie got cooked down at Stony Brook. Now his mom's is crying and little homies is shook. It's a recession, now they charge her for dressing. If it gets any worse, my dick broke through the protection.
Am I losing my mind? Am I losing my mind? Am I alone? Won't you rescue me? Talking to myself, staring at me.
Stay crispier than rice, snap, crackle, and pop. I snap, crackle, and pop. My gat crackle and pop. I got that crack in that pop. Pull the Mac on the spot. That bitch crackle and pop. Blow your brains out the top. Tackle, tackle by cops. Black shackles we got. Fast pass me the pot. That I traffic a lot. Next time I get caught, cuffs crackle and pop. Make that crack on the spot. Cook it up in the pot. Snap, crackle, and pop. My Mac crackle and pop. And when we in the sack, I make my bitches back crackle and pop. Detective Feeney's watching the crack shack on my blog. But I don't give a fuck, cause I ain't gonna stop.
Can you hear me? Is someone there? Am I losing my mind? Am I losing my mind? Am I alone? Won't you rescue me? Talking to myself, staring at me.
Think you've seen enough?
Alright, let me see what else I haven't heard some of, it's funny how when you hear music that you haven't heard in a long time, it brings back memories. Especially music that you wrote, it's pretty good. I'll put that one to the side. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I might upload that one to my Buy Me a Coffee because I don't think YouTube will accept it. Oh, what's this one? Hold on. This might be a good one. Let's see if they let me get away with this. Nah, I don't care about that. This, I think this is a good one. Like Killer Priest.
My life, no thing.
No, I don't know. I ain't the one. There's a Killer Priest song on here that I want to hear. There's another one I did. It's all about Ray today.
It's hysterical. My crib has been raided so many times. I'm traumatized. Like tripping, blowing lights, fucking bugged out all the time. Staring at the lines in the wood, moving around, turning into eyes. Raymond, why are you surprised? It's just reanimation. The trees that you blaze in get your brain hallucinating. And
dreams were the main hallucinations. It's all in your mind, the teleportations. Just selling record is basic. Where's my house key? This isn't something where people just break in and spit dope up the monkeys when they get choked by the police. Roped like a trophy, yoked on O Street, next to where all the hoes be. For the first time I felt the walls closing in on me. It's like my world's growing thin on me. Here comes the chorus, ready you going to bore us like the cop in the Ford Taurus that's driving around looking for us, looking at your face in the mirror, squeezing out the pus. Ooh, that's nasty and crap, but it's true that you're nasty like that, and you do put the nasty in rap, and you do put out nastier raps, and I do hope I master my craft, and you do take disastrous paths, but I won't let you get distracted by that, and it's you that's a master at that, Ray, you just hope out them nastier rap, and your crew will go after the rats. Ooh, their brains will splat. Watch where you aim in that. There's no change in that. But I'm blasting my gat, no matter what you say. After the fact.
Yeah. I head to the street late night, holding my gat, watching my back for niggas that's trying to see my shit go splat. But you know what it was, adding up math. From putting it on a scale to getting the money appeal. I'm in the wheel, see the numbers on the dash, and when I go to the station, the numbers are gonna add. Yeah, subtract from my pocket indeed, but it's back to the block to get more money than playing weed. That's another negative, but I had to pick it up. Niggas what lick it up, and you know we gon' act up. Yeah, only act up in the manner of getting it, ain't doing it for no reason of being ignorant. You know how it is, man. I take it to oblivion with the shit that I do, cause I give to you shit that you never had, shit that you never seen. You know what it is. Go green for the bean. Read the shit that I love to in between my hands. That man that got that plan, doing that scheme. You know what I mean. This is another jam.
Here comes the chorus, ready you going to bore us like the cop in the Ford Taurus that's driving around looking for us, looking at your face in the mirror, squeezing out the pus. Ooh, that's nasty and crap, but it's true that you're nasty like that, and you do put the nasty in rap, and you do put out nastier raps, and I do hope I master my craft, and you do take disastrous paths, but I won't let you get distracted by that, and it's true that's a master at that, but you just look like they're nasty at rap, and your crew will go after the rats. Ooh, their brains will splat. Watch where you aim in that. There's no change in that. When I'm blasting my gat, no matter what you say, after the fact.
Yeah, so it's a little hardcore, but you know, whatever. You know, I was a little hardcore back then. Whoa. All right, let me put that one to the side too. We'll do something with that. That one's good quality. Oh, this one's cool. Check this one out. Let's see if they let me get away with this. They probably will. Knowing them, they'll let me get away with this. Maybe. Hold on. This is a good one. This is a good one. All right, you ready? All right. Let me get this. Let me get this going the right way. All right. I got 12 people paying attention to this. Wow, you guys are enjoying this, huh? All right, you ready? You never know what I'm gonna play though. That's the thing. It's a surprise. Watch. 12 people still? You want to keep going? All right, well, why not? All right, let's see how far we can take it. Push it to the limit. Let me see. All right, what do I gotta do to get back without losing my mind? All right, hold on, guys. I'll be right back. All right. See, I got. This was kind of funny. Let me vet it first. All right. Yeah, this was just meant to be funny, guys. Don't take anything in this song seriously. We were just messing around, and my boy was a DJ Gremlin, and he was actually scratching on the turntable. Check this out. This shit was cool. All right, watch this. This is an old song. This is from 2004. This is me in 2004. Think about that.
Are you fighting me? Are you fighting me?
The snake was dead. Did you think the snake died? Yeah, on your small feels like a cold pond on your dong. Sing along, my balls itch from sweat. Give me a temporary relief from the threat. It hurts my head from scratching it. I got you thinking this shit, I'm rapping it. You're safe from cracking it. To find money rings. Taking too much E makes me see crazy things. Pedal shit looking out the window for drug stings. The nun brings dumpling, 44 caliber something. Spark up your block and stop running. I'm the drunk king, start jumping while pumping. Cops coming, you're stunting, grunting, dumping your bitch off in the country. Don't even know if I'm monthly, how drunk I be. You and your car bumping me, the speakers dumping the city. Your bitch got real nice titties. Get witty or get hitty. Either you're with me or you get hit by me. One or the other. Hey. Our brain cells going dull, constant dizzy spells. Drunk joker always falls beneath the surface somewhere in hell. Suck on my nut and gurgle well, spit it back out, swallow and smell. Take a fat crap, life with a wet and have to wrap your weed with that. Go patch, happy snatch, it goes after snack and tap. Take a fat rip, sit back and smoke a spliff, take a shit and watch my piss drip. Can't explain the words that come out my kid's lip. Call my wife a bitch and dip count with a night shift. Catch a nice drip from my dick on your lips and sip my white shit. You push your dry bitch, move it up, suck in your gut. You fucking fucking mutt. You can't get enough on the cut of the cut.
Fighting the never-ending battles, rooms of cattle, skedaddle, remember saddle, back here, you'll be sacrificed too.
You go in the bathroom, I'll get back at you. This ain't nothing new, like every day when you tie your shoes. It's the very way that you buy your booze. That's what the drive through. That's what I do. I'm high too. Our brain cells going dull. Constant dizzy spells. Drunk joker always falls beneath the surface. Someone to help. Suck on my nut and gurgle well. Spit it back out, swallow and smell. Take a fat crap, life with the wet and have to wrap your weed with that. Go patch, happy snatch, it goes ask you smack and tap. Leave you come at home, I clash it with the chrome, crack your dome in your nose, no one knows, get back in the hole or get sprayed by the hole. You walked, I drove, you stop, I go, I see a plant, let's watch it grow. No weed, it's coke, I hope it's dope, by land, by boat, now drive it slow. I smoke that dope, kidnap snitches and informants, stop like dormant, always put on a good performance. You trying to draw shit, you blurring it, I'd rather watch Forrest Gump. Jenny's got a tit lump, I still love the way that motherfucking bitch humps. I should be on my fifth lung. If you blaze all day, you know where I'm coming from. I love the way my shit dumps, especially when I'm pissed drunk. It's like Gates Ventura living with 6 months. My shit's nasty like what Jordan does. Our brain cells going dull, constant dizzy spells. Drunk joker, hell. Suck on my nut, gurgle well, spit it back out, swallow and smell. I take a fat crap like with
That's
wet and have to
just make a new channel, Jackstar. Just make a different channel. It's that simple.
Constant dizzy spells. Drunk joker always falls beneath the surface. Somewhere in hell. Suck on my nut and gurgle well, spit it back out, swallow and smell. I take a fat crap like with the wet and have to wrap your weed with that. Go patch it, happy snatch, it goes after smack and tap.
You up. Fuck you up.
It keeps happening to everybody, Jackstar. It's probably trolls. You need to just like not let it bother you, and just open up like Jackstar 2. You know what I mean? It's easy. Just get another Google account and just start a different email, and then just open Jackstar 2, and then when people look for Jackstar, they'll find it. And go into your desktop and go to your last video that you put up and change the title to "This channel will be down. Sub my new channel, Jackstar 2." And then tell people to spread it around. That's what I would do. I mean, I'm just giving you advice. You know, when I give people advice, I tell people what I would do. You know, not like just some bullshit I heard someone say. Like, I talk from experience, you know. All right, let's see. I got some good shit. Let's see. Oh, you guys are gonna love this. I'll play it. Okay. Dude, this is my little brother, right? He's like, you know, I played him on here before. He raps, right? You guys heard him before, right? But this was like when he was 11 years old. 11 years old, okay? My little brother, right? He's really good now. Like, you guys heard him, but this was him at 11. All right. We just gave him a chance to rap. We put him on the mic.
I'm a demon. From hell came out screaming, more like the semen. Have girls with titty demons. I cleaned houses for a living. I was not a wanted. I wasn't given food nibbling. I'm the youngest sibling. I'm used to wearing boots. I need a pair of Timbs. I need to get a life too, but that's in the game. The game is just something you might not like. That girl over there, what a fucking dyke. Me and my boys will run you for your bike. Me and my boys will run you with a knife. Me and my boys will run you for your watch. Me and my boys will run you, so don't talk. My name's Black David. Slam your ass on the pavement until you break. You're a phony fake. Only 8. I don't know. Wait, I'm 11. Kick 15-year-olds ass like a 7.
I'm giving snitches stitches as they bleeding up they blistered. Don't test us, or we'll get fested and molest ya. Get the best of ya. It's all a game of checkers. You'll get shot up faster than it would take Rex to fetch ya. Quick to get futuristic on some stupid shit. Pubic bitch, slit wrist, cut throat, mixing piss, slut, sliss. What's this? Not a diss, but a slick trick pulled out the hat like a rabbit in a rat trap. Hey yo, past that, started to scratch that. Due to the smack, matter of fact, never asked that. Why question when the only way out is murdering with the weapon? Your last lesson, your last breath, kid. Then I'll stuff your dead body in the empty trunk till the car starts to remind you of a filthy skunk. Smelly like shit, rotten flesh, what a mess. But it's not even that serious, getting hilarious. Your boys be fearing us, blood smeared on this. Giving snitches as they bleeding up they blistered. Don't test us, or we'll get tested and molest ya. Get the best of ya. It's all a game of checkers. You'll get shot up faster than it would take Rex to fetch ya. You might be a cutter with more holes in your arms and fart butter. Start to stutter, but you get hit in your face. You need a neck brace. Fuck your mother's race in another place. Snake is fake like a cake. I'm talking earthquakes when the earth shakes. It's your birthday, bitch. Let's talk about this in your pants. Missing your chance, a little romance. Now I'm kissing the tramp, missing the ramp. Scratch and sniff, match the bitch. Pass the flip, master it. Fake ass grass the clip, make her ass strip. It's magic, yo. I came to aim blame, blow your face off in the rain. I'm insane, no conductor on this train. Your bitch is a computer brain, purple rain, snort cocaine. You lame, no shame. Your blood gets washed on the drain. Stab you with a steel knife. Where's your real wife? What's it feel like? Fail fight on the stale night in real life. Yo, in real life, I puff grape flavored papers, dirt, weed, vapor, skyscrapers. I hate the way the neighbors, crusty bakers, burn the snakers, $15 platers. Fuck around and get raped, masturbate on your face, erase the bill, see you late, heavy penetrator, and I'm a tank.
skin, block, snake, sperm, bang, smoke, dank, drink, drank, when wet, I ball shrank, tall skank, shark crank, and dog trank, bark stank. Your rhyme stink like a septic tank. I left the blank because you'd have me living in the dumpster in the back of the West Rock Fleet Bank. You leave my gang and try to stop the swing, we hunt you down, you game like the baby deer I shot the other day. I hope you know your mother's gay. I love the way she eats barks on Mother's Day, but she goes both ways. I wish she had her toes shaved, the bull-like looking hoe should dig herself a grave. Giving stitches and then cheating up they blizzard. Don't test us, or we'll get fested and molest ya. Get the best of ya, it's all a game of checkers. You'll get shot up faster than it would take Rex to fetch ya.
That was from like that was me and my two brothers actually. My brother Anthony made the beat, and he's good. He's good on guitar and everything else. And my brother David, and we all rapped, and we were like little kids, just messing around with the microphones and figuring out how to record music. That's what we were doing, finding our footing. Is this one good? This might be good. Hold on, let's see what this is. This is a crazy beat that my boy made. Actually, I'll keep that on the wraps. I'll show it to Scott. I bet you he'll like it. That's a secret beat. We'll keep that on. Maybe this is good. Let's see. Let's see what else I got. I got so much. I could just go on forever with this. Let me get out of here. But it's good because I'm finding music that I was looking for. It's all mixed up, and I need to label it right. So this is a way I can do it just by going through it. Let's see if they let me play this one. This is an old one. All right. Let's see if they let me play this. They probably won't. They might let me get away with this. Let's see. Playing this.
Circle the crib because they follow you.
Oh, I go out during the day though, Scott. Like I was out today. I go to sleep like around noon, maybe 1, 2. But I go out like in the morning time when it's nice out. It gets cold around here by like the afternoon time. You can't go out and do anything. Once it's warm, I'll be going out during the day. I'll be filming all kinds of stuff. But, well, I'm gonna be filming. There's gonna be a bunch of stuff on the train coming up that's gonna happen. I can just feel it. But I like listening to my old school music back in the day. I mean, it just gives me memories, and I have so much good stuff. I really do. I have all kinds of different stuff. Oh yeah, I know. Oh wait, I don't know. I don't know if you know. Let's see. This is a good one. Yeah, I like this one. All right. See, they might not let me get away. I'm not gonna even try to get away with it because it's too mainstream. I gotta really be careful what I play. This one's pretty cool. Yeah. I know I can play this. And they just end like that. All right. I like the ending, guys. Good job. Oh, let me see what else we got. This is really good. Let's see.
Official Pistol Gang. Vinny Paz, Louis Dogs. O'Drama, Bin Laden. D-Mize. Grim Reapers. Body Bag Music Crew. DJ Clips, what up, baby? La Coca. Bill Slain. Danny Boy. Yo, Everlast, what up, cuzzo? Listen. A rebel to yell, take you through the levels of hell. Take your commissary pussy like it's settled in jail. I'm a heavyweight, Vinny, don't need to get on the scale. A man of God, but usually the devil prevail. I don't work, all your motherfuckers work for me. I love death, you motherfuckers get murked for free. I don't follow trends, I just do what work for me. I don't live on earth, the motherfucking earth in me. Louis Dogs don't relate to y'all, cause I'm a godly creature. I chop a motherfucking brick like a karate teacher. I wouldn't call what you doing sick, you just got a fever. I have my mother's heart and I have my father's features. Yeah, you know I got the hammer in the jeans and more white shit than in the Canada latrine. I go bananas for the cream. I don't have a moral fiber, Vinny, take your nana for her cream. Yeah. Yo, D, where you at, baby?
You want it all, nigga.
Official Pistol Gang. Official Pistol Gang, nigga. We mobbing on you motherfuckers.
Hottest motherfucking mixtape, hands
Yo,
down.
D.
What's up, nigga?
Take these motherfuckers to war,
I got
cousin.
you, nigga. Yeah. Hey, yo. Niggas rapping, but they comical. It's logical. They overrated hands, so I cut them like a dominoes. Box a piece of fuck the perpetrating. Hospital with nurses racing, running niggas over in the hearse with Satan. Squash the nigga and his baby chorus. There's no collaboration with commercial rapping if you pay me for it. So fuck the BS, I'm the hardest out walking Philly with a Philly selling niggas CDs yelling garbage. Part of me, that's just my sense of humor. Look, I'm intense, I'm making sense. You niggas senses trying to spread your rumors. Basically, I'm trying to make it happen. Scheming, I can make it rappen. Stay away from niggas who relate to acting. It's not impersonal. I take your money, spend it on your bitch, call you a bitch and tell you pussy try to take it from me. It's funny how a motherfucking bitch change when a bitch get changed. It's nothing if she sniff cane and turn crazy. Sell her own soul, her own baby. All over this gravy, it's all over. It's shady how the world turns, and it's all over this money. It's funny, next thing you know, you all over your money with your face out. Brains bleeding, your dame leaving with the next man. Plan A to the plane, scheming on your life savings. Life brain that might save him from his life wasting. All over his life patience, I don't like hatred. But if you could do it to me, I'ma do it to you. Give a fuck if you beautiful, what your booty can do. Your pussy tight titties, big bitch, what did he do? I got a bundle on your head to kill you and your crew. That's a must, they don't like you. Mind you, put a slap through your head, they won't find you. Find you with red beams, bury you cockroaches. Shit she get into, so baby do not approach us. I'm a sick being, stick me in a rap cipher. I'm a lighter, hairspray and burn fighters.
I love how they ended. I love how he ended it with like a gun. He ended it with like, Vinny ended it with like a gun. Let's see what else we got. Oh, this might be good. I don't know. This might be one I've already played. There you go. They ended that one with a gunshot too. That's the official Pistol Gang. You know what I'm saying? OPG and shit. Let me see. Oh, this one was pretty good.
Now how should I live? Every time I'm doing something positive, it backfires. I'm that tired, something gotta give. You know I feel the pressure, spinning the wheel to reveal the treasure. Your best friend will pull the ceiling tester. For my album, you gon' hear the bester. Wanna work for me? Here's a half a key and a skill to measure. Don't ever get it twisted. When I'm speaking, then you better listen. This is your man, I've been through every district. Infatuated by fast cars and heavy biscuits. No Tawanda's a bitch, cause she ain't let me hit it. But I ain't never slipping. I don't cater to bitches. Give me my iced out cup, I upgraded my pimpin' daddy while Why you throwing dirt at me? Don't like the way I'm living. See me rolling that purple, don't put the A up in it. Lungs full of that good shit, yeah, I'm staying blended. It don't matter who want it to come and get it. I'm right here with my Glock and my Boston fit. Disappear like the Washington Wizards. Who want it with niggas? In MA, first time I ever licked off. Yeah, in MA, fuck around, get that ass shot. Only MA, laying in the cut with the text. It's MA, 007 in your neck. Yeah, it's MA, nigga either like me or love me. In MA, yeah, in MA. While y'all was out hustling for studio time, I'm doing mixtapes, DVDs, true to the grind. You hear Norfolk Little, he influenced by crime, but I ain't let it ruin my mind. If you on my side, then you gonna ride. Swear to God, no one loves you. I was told I was destined to blow by Drunk's uncle, the late great June. Trust me, you cowards gonna feel the flame from the rusty, so stay tuned. Got me mixing Alizé, Tangeray, and booms, and blowing purple haze smoke up to the gray moon. I'm the voice of the ghetto, the Don Omega. When I die, my funeral will look like Ronald Reagan, so come follow me. Learn how to use them guns properly. Dropped out of school, got good grades in thugology. 9 out of 10 of my bitches be trying to swallow me with no permission. It's all gravy, it doesn't bother me. In MA, first time I ever licked off. Yeah, in MA, fuck around, get that ass shot. Only MA, laying in the cut with the text. It's MA, 007 in your neck. Try to tell these niggas they should slow down and relax. Now I gotta ride it. If you don't die, I'll be back. You killing me, that's unheard of, like free crack. I mean that. You with a slug where your spleen at. Now it's on deeper. Cop the P90 with the see-through clip, like the one on Don Diva. The first shell come out, the next one's close behind your chest get hit. I mean the next one to blow your mind. I know the grind. I've been on it since I was 8 or 9. My mom's tried, but she realized it was a waste of time. I guess I got that rider in me. If I die, don't cry, just provide the Henny. Everything's alright. I'm trying to stop beefing. Niggas wanna see me in that box and not breathing. Them odds are not even. Don't care where you come from. Bet you'll be scared when we air you with dum-dum. Brat, pum-pum-pum-pum, you dying. First time I ever licked off. Yeah, MA, fuck around, get that ass shot. Only MA, laying in the cut with the text. It's MA, 007 in your neck. Yeah, it's MA, nigga either like me or love me. In MA, yeah, in MA. In MA, first time I ever licked off. Yeah, MA, fuck around, get that ass shot. Only MA, laying in the cut with the text. It's MA, 007 in your neck. Yeah, it's MA, nigga either like me or love me. In MA, yeah, in MA.
Yeah, we coming from the bottom, aiming for the top. You don't want no problems, we'll let the stainless pop. Gotta go to maintain the guap. We don't care what you reppin' if you step and let the stainless pop. Don't let your frame get shot, I got it aimed and cocked. I let it bang you shocked if you think I'm afraid I'm not. Yeah, in the Benz and she made it pop. I'm with your dame, getting brains till she fainted up. We coming from the bottom, aiming for the top. You don't want no problems, we'll let the stainless pop. Gotta go to maintain the guap. We don't care what you reppin' if you step and let the stainless for them stuck up bitches, all action and no talk. I'm here to change figures, aim blickers to the range jiggers. I spit fire, emit flames and switch lanes quicker. Superman, how I get them lowest lanes quicker. What makes you think that you can handle the trigger? You can't even handle a fucking handle of liquor. I'm here to change everything that you think you know. I'm younger and I'm smarter, more consistent with the flow, concealing heavy weaponry and aiming like a pro. You stupid if you step to me, cause we ain't gonna throw hands. I got plans to leave fluids on the flow. I only pull it out my pants if it's gonna blow. I'm the type you beef with, let the queefing pussies know. Keep talking out your lips and I'ma catch you at your show. And if you ever make it out the fucking hospital, I'm coming where you live at, I'll be knocking at your door. Oh, we're coming from the bottom, aiming for the top. You don't want no problems, we'll let the stainless pop. Gotta go to maintain the guap. We don't care what you reppin' if you step and let the stainless pop. Don't let your friend get shot, I got an aim and cock. I let her bang you shocked if you think I'm afraid I'm not. Yeah, in the Benz and she made it pop. I'm with your dame, getting brain till she fainted off. I just made half a stack again. Money out the ass, got a blunt. Well, imagine him. Niggas think they nice when really they be practicing. Coming at me wrong, that's the fact of the matter. And working with numbers, you can't frame what I'm imagining. They say times change, but I'm looking for the cash to spend. Yeah, get your troops, start gathering. Cause if everyone dead, then who the fuck they capturing? No one, new whip, gray leather, cake getter, undefeated. So niggas call me Mayweather. My mom's always told me never say never. I'm like Twister when I'm fucking, but she way wetter. I'll have you hating your life. Hit you with the left quick or maybe the right. Either in the street shooting or shaving the white. I'll have your whole team lit up like stadium lights. Bird, we're coming from the bottom, aiming for the top. You don't want no problems, we'll let the stainless pop. Gotta go to maintain
the guap.
We don't care what you reppin' if you step and let
The stainless pop.
Don't let
Your friend gets shot.
I got an aim
And
and
then pop.
cock. I let her bang you shocked if you think I'm
Afraid I'm not.
Yeah, in the Benz and she
Made it pop.
I'm with your dame, getting brain till she
Faded off.
We're coming from the bottom,
Aiming for the top.
You don't want no problems, we'll let the stainless pop. Gotta go to maintain the guap. We don't care what you reppin' if you step and let the stainless pop. Don't let your friend get shot. I got an aim and cock. I let her bang you shocked if you think I'm afraid I'm not. Yeah, in the Benz and she made it pop. I'm with your dame, getting brain till she faded off. Yeah, I'm with your bitch till she faded off. Your bitch is always at my crib, giving me the lurks. You already know all the fuck about that. The stage bets and birds. She's a smut. Tag teaming your bitch. We don't give a fuck. Yeah.
Play that back, see how it sounds?
Boston Massacre dropping soon.
I don't know if he ever did. That's my brother. I don't know if he ever did drop the. That's my little brother. That's the one that you just heard that was rapping when he was 6. And that's how he sounds now. Well, a while ago, he probably sounds better than that now. Unbelievable. All right, let me see. Oh, that was a while ago. This is all old school stuff. Oh yeah, this one's cool. All right, so check this one out. This song, I like listening to these raps that late at night that like tell stories, like listen to this rap. He tells a story with his raps. It's like poetry, it's like poetry, but it's from the streets. Yeah, that's a good one. Let me see what else I got on here. Dude, I could go all night with this. But I'm having fun with it today. I'm going to change I got to get this balloons off my background, whatever the fuck it is. Jesus. See, I have all these different files that have so many songs. This isn't it. I already see this one. It's war. Let's see what this is.
It's war. That's what we marching towards.
Nah, too slow. I'll get killed for that. That one, I don't know how that ended up there. All right. I think if I don't let the songs go on too long, it'll work even better. Like, let me see what else like that. What's this one? Is this one okay? Oh, this one's pretty good. Let's see if they let me. I don't know if they'll let me get away with this one, but they probably will. I love the way the instruments sound that they use on their beats. All right, let me see. This one's pretty good. Oh, I like this one. That song got cut. See, it's like some of the stuff is so old, but it's good because I'm recycling it. I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing back the old school. Oh, this one's good. All right, check this one out. I guess it's gonna turn out so well for that guy. All right, let's see what else happens. Let's see what else happens. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going with this. Oh wait, that might be cool. Let's see if this one is. That was it. That was all we got out of that one. Well, see, some of them are long and some of them are short. I don't even know. What are we gonna do? What you gonna do about it? It's YouTube. All right, almost again. This might be good.
Yo, what's up? This is Everlast, aka the Mighty Mr. White.
No. It's not. It's just. It's not that long. Let me see. Oh, we got more. Let's see. Cool. Still got 8 people watching. Keep it strolling. All right, let me see what else I got. I found a whole new thing. Oh, let me see if they'll let me get away with this. I like this one. Oh, you guys can't hear it. This one's good. This one's good. All right. Old school. Keeping it old school here. On hot Boston Ray. 97.7. All right, you ready? Oh, come on, don't fuck me around. Don't fuck me around. I found it. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, I like that song. Let's see what else we got here. Keeping it moving. Keeping it moving. Right, let's go. Oh, I was in a good spot too. Oh no, I did that too. Oh man. Bad news. Bad news. Get out of here. Bad news bears. No, it's not a big deal. I'm still right here. Oh. No. I like it. Yeah, I like this one.
Here we go again. Check it out. Yo, these mean streets is ice cold and callous. Where malice is blind, the lays waste to talented minds. I used to switch the cap off a bottle of Valentine and take another swig for every fallen pal of mine. Till my 40s was backwash and bottles was broken. Sniffing 40s and sacks off the side of a token. Now you boys better back off, don't try to provoke them. I put holes in your jacket, oh fuck the side of it soaking. Might of a sultan, it's a sight of a fighter revolting. The vibes of the rebel, look into the eyes of the devil, incite and insult them. You go see the sides of the metal, the hole you falling in, the dirt spilling from the side of the shovel. In summation, I done run around the nation now, all the way to Russia. Now they wanna rush him and try to take him down. I move mountains to make it happen, you feel the shaking ground. You ain't understood it, so I guess I better break it down. These dudes try taking my spine. They wanna come and take what I got. I ain't getting beat up or shot. These dudes try taking my spine. They wanna come and take what I got. I ain't getting beat up or shot. It ain't happening, it ain't happening.
I'm in the crib tripping and rolling, sniffing and smoking. Outside the pigs are patrolling, so picture this moment. Got a loaded gun, holding funds. Bunch of stolen ones, a brick stack of Benjamins, Molly, Bacardi, Coke and rum. Headphones on, a high beat, the drop heat. Grab my notebook, then I proceed to rock geek. This is my chance. Got a pistol in hand, shit on your mans. Dissing them scrams, keep listening, fam. Ripping the jam, so easy the kids understand. I'm the illest, so damn real. Make you piss in your pants. I'm the yard boy, got the whole world at my front door. I want more money, that's what I come for. Run yours, arms acrobatic in action. Monster madman, mathematics, I'm mashing. Earth the heathen disturbed. 30 heat in my word, early chief in the herb degrees, 33 in the third. These fools wanna fall like they hard. They wanna take mines and get large. Wanna step foot in my yard. These fools wanna fall like they hard. They wanna take mines and get large. Wanna step foot in my yard.
Niggas disco rapping like Gloria Gaynor while I splash the ink like a Renaissance painter. It's insane paragraphs stuck in my brain. I stretch out the canvas and staple a frame and pass it like a no-look. The gallery's my notebook where every single rhyme is tainted. This lead in the paint, ain't it? Amazing what I do with big pens. Van Gogh, Starry Night painted again. I spit 16s in the chapel. Michelangelo painted the apple that Eve bit. This is real shit, so slide with me like the serpent in the garden. Beg your pardon, I watch how the human heart hardens. I drop the bargains, dollar in the dream. Still tote max strapped with infrared beams. Real as it seems, most niggas is fake. And them niggas that you talking to could be the fucking Jake. So
these fools wanna fall like they hard. They wanna take mines and get large. Wanna step foot in my yard. These fools wanna fall like they hard. They wanna take mines and get large. Wanna step foot in my yard.
Hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
305 in my yayo. Port of Miami on deck. Def Jam Slip and Slide Records. E-Class, what it does. I'm on that Kush, Everglow. Yeah. It's Ricky Rouse. It's Triple C's. Get your money up, nigga. Millionaire status. Rouse.
Rouse. Rouse. Rouse. Strictly rouse.
Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm hustling.
Crazy tunes.
You know what, man?
What up, Wiz?
It's been a long time since we had this come and see.
Oh, we gon' get it, man. Here we go. You don't know about us and how we get down. Cause we here, so beware. Cause we ain't fucking around. You don't know about us and how we get down. Cause we here, so beware. Cause we ain't fucking around.
Patriots, Bruins, Red Sox, Celtics, city of the champs. I'm sorry we can't help it. You never find a city more ruthless than us. People get shot in front of churches, on the train, on the bus. Fuck the whistle, I'm a must. You're a pimple, I will pop you. Crew is the salad of herbs, I will toss you. If you tryna catch the beef, I will moss you. I wake up every day and thank God I am not you. Scream that you ain't ran, but you quick to get your man popped. To leave his body sloppy and copy next to the Hancock. And this is Hyde Park, hustling is fine art. If you know what's good for you, leave before the sky's dark. Yes, sir, we are LIU. We leave your whole crew MIA. From the pan to the berry, I get love every day. People used to ignore me, now they pay me just to hear what I say. Wiz.
You don't know about us and how we get down. Cause we here, so beware. Cause we ain't fucking around. You don't know about us and how we get down. Cause we here, so beware. Cause we ain't fucking around. First question I must ask on my thesis is, can somebody show me where a better MC is? No, I doubt it, about it. I'm proud to shout it loud and clear. The tip is here, I get cheers all around. It's the greatest feeling that you could have. Epidemic loving fucking on super bad. I leave you dudes too mad with awful vibes. Now make me a chicken sandwich with some waffle fries and a Dr. Pepper. I'm really not despicable, just alone with trees, so my thoughts are unforgivable. I'm a Red Hot Chili Peppers bully on the playground. Wanna beat it short, take it, I'll give it away now. Give it away now. I'm killing you bugs rapping, my job is the raid now. Stopping this guy cold state of the music, being a rapper so easy that a caveman can do it. Motherfucker, you don't know about us and how we get down. Cause we here, so beware. Cause we ain't fucking around. You don't know about us and how we get down. Cause we here, so beware. Cause we ain't fucking around.
Used to get hated on, but now people love me. The fans telling me that there's no one above me. Bitches try to hug me and the dudes try to dap me up. I got a 40 cal for them dudes try to clap me up. Fuck a family, I kill you right in front of them. The hammer have your vertebrae looking like a jungle gym. Who's hotter than me? No other. You bitch like bread, so I spread it like butter. No brothers, but a handful of riders. Think you on fire, let the burn ignite you. You don't want me to fight, I'll leave your face in the dirt. Now you talk of the town, people saying you murk. Now your mom pray in the church, trying to talk to you there. Fuck a phone call, we can settle it here. I leave the lead in your ear. You ain't hearing the sound, you still don't get how we get down.
You don't know about us and how we get down. Cause we here, so beware. Cause we ain't fucking around. You don't know about us and how we get down. Cause we here, so beware. Cause we ain't fucking around.
Fuck them other rappers, man.
That really ain't a problem with.
Light it up, man. You support the music, hold us down.
LIU.
See you later, hater.
CG.
Woo.
Young Wiz. Peace. And we out. And we out. And we out.